All right.
God.
So, anyways, you guys left off in Ailedale where the party was all gathering around. A lot of the party went to sleep in the tavern uh, around
The
like
cool ones didn't though.
yeah, around like midnight. I think Duncan went to sleep around then. So did Nessus, the paladin. A few people stayed up to have a little fun. They did indeed have fun. They had a candle fight with a crazy elf named Sven who got throat
And a wall.
and a wall.
Xanthiel was abandoned in the wilderness.
Yeah, Santhio was abandoned in the wilderness, but you caught up to the rest of the party at the tavern eventually. Right around the time after, right around about 4 or 5 in the morning, you caught back up, and there was a bunch of like your party out in the street. Not a bunch, like 3 or 4 of your party out in the street. The town looked kind of in chaos at the moment. Like you realized that like your party just had gotten to a fight, and they had killed as best you can call is like some black oozing like uh, demon looking thing. And then a bunch. They said they killed a bunch of other ones, but all they had to prove that was a bunch of robes and like daggers, like black daggers. And they said,
I killed 3 of them on my way in, so I kind of believe.
"Well, you killed bandits. Yes, the ones they fought in town were a little bit, quite a bit."
It was like freaking black ooze. It was disgusting.
Ew.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And maybe you killed one on the way. You mean by yourself walking down the street?
Yeah, they fucking attacked.
They
me.
jumped
I
you.
killed
Okay.
3 of them.
Yeah, those are called crows.
Yeah, look at my blade. There's black shit on my blade.
He killed crows that had been covered in oil. They were trying to get help.
They needed some Dawn dish soap or something. But
This paladin will save us.
that being said,
I need some dish soap for my freaking sword, then, because it's on my sword.
I'll go ahead and move everyone to Ailedale so they can kind of see what kind of chaos the town was in right now. Let me see if I got everyone here that is in the campaign. All right, Nessus, I'll put you up there. Santhiel, boom. I got to get a character for Mark going. Duncan, you're there. Tack, you're there. Who is this? Bardag? Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Bardag. We got time for your robot voice. I made a joke about it today while we were sitting there waiting for class. Some of us were waiting for class, and I was like, he was talking to us, and we all understood what he was saying, and I was just like, "What'd you say, John? We couldn't understand. You just type it to us." He cried and left the room.
Good.
I cried as much because he couldn't have his fucking plate mail.
That too.
Mail.
Who are we missing here? We got Tack. Oh, Mark. I gotta make I was like, we're missing one. Okay. I'm gonna see what he got.
I'm a lizard folk, by the way.
Perfect. That's gonna be actually. I'm glad you were like specific because I'll find a.
Squash lizards.
I put the lizard folk in some shadows. Oh no, he's sad now and cold.
I'll be able to find a lizard folk pretty easily in roll 20, or
Soup
maybe
on your name
not.
Soup on your name thing under your portrait where it says Mark S. Why don't you type in the name of your character?
Why don't you suck my dick?
I will if you change your name.
You gotta
the easiest way to do it.
Oh god, how do I change my name?
Cogwheel, right? And it's the very first thing. Display name, then save name.
You gotta whip it out.
Since
and,
they
like,
want to
wiggle
be
it a little bit,
douchebags,
want it to
they tell you
suck
to
it.
do something, but not explain it to you. I will explain it to you.
What?
Exactly. You shut your mouth.
Alright.
Alright, you owe me a dick sucking.
Yeah, it's
All right.
true.
You come over to where I live, because
You have to
I
see
don't...
Hold
That's
on.
true,
Are
too.
those really
Sweet.
fat
That's
shorts
one in the back.
covering your window tack?
How
Those
do you?
look like someone's extremely large
No,
shorts?
they do look
They
like
do look like
shorts.
that.
Are you green? Are you green
pants.
or you're a barbarian, right, Mark?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this one then. Lizard Man Warrior. Oh, that's pretty big. Maybe not.
It was
Here,
literally
you should
like
give him this one.
extremely
Here, I'll
large
post it in
sweatpants.
general.
Well, if it's got a white background, I don't want to sit there and try to like.
Don't worry,
Fucking...
it has a better background. You'll like it.
Okay, cool.
It's a cloud
See,
of
look
penises.
at it.
Ah, fuck. Oops.
It's a fat fucking beard dragon.
Okay,
It's a fat one.
that's not gonna work probably, but
Come on, it's a fat bearded dragon. It's perfect.
Yeah.
there we go. That'll work for now.
Oh.
It's like a bearded dragon, but with more of a chin beard.
That's what happens when you overfeed
neck
your
beard.
beard. Don't do that.
Also, Brock, I think I'm gonna be kind of like a southern bayou type thing.
Absolutely, I like it. There's a
You're
swamp.
so
Well,
Up in the
there is
swamp.
a swamp,
Yeah.
but it's up in the north, like northwest. But that works of the continent. All right, let me go ahead and give you permission to this character, and your character's name is Soup or Suop Lacroix. Is it
Are you a
Suop?
zombie?
LaCrew.
Sir soup.
Is it pronounced Soup?
Suap.
Suap LaCroix.
My name's.
Oh,
Are you gonna be like a Southern lawyer?
well, my, like the
Yeah.
fucking rooster
No,
chicken.
I'm thinking more like Deliverance, like deep. Florida South is what
Deep
I'm
South.
talking about. Yeah.
You're not talking about like the swamp people where they're practically speaking a redneck version of French, right?
Lizard folk have night vision
Kinda.
or dark vision.
Oh God.
Yeah, we are trash people.
Do they have dark vision?
I'm not sure. Scott, do they?
Don't.
Think
Scott,
they
you're
do.
supposed to have these answers.
I don't have all the answers. I don't think they do.
I don't think they do. Not from what I
I
know.
don't think they do.
Doesn't say so.
Sarah says they don't, so screw off.
Yeah,
All right.
cool.
Fix one more thing real quick. What's that? Suap LaCroix. 13, 12.
Well, I say.
How many hit points you got?
16, I think.
Okay.
60.
16.
I just entered it on your sheet real quick. All right, cool.
Don't forget to make it so we can see his
13,
health
12,
bar.
16. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Live on Twitch.
Live on Twitch.
Fuck you, Galaxy. I'm not gonna watch you.
I got the Twitch.
Fucking savages, Jesus.
All right. Mark, the blue is your passive perception, green is your AC, and 16 is your, or the red is your HP.
Okay.
And you're just standing out there by the tavern. Tavern's obviously A3 where Nessus is standing in Santhiel.
We're all in our house.
So that night, you guys were all sleeping in the tavern. One of your party members from a while back, you guys haven't seen him in a while because he had to go to the swamp and, make sure his people were still okay, which I don't know if they were or not. That can be up to you. They could have all been murdered. And, but he recently rejoined your party. You guys know him as Suap. And,
Which road did we use to get in here? Did we come from the road going?
you came
up
from the
north or
west, the west
going-
road. The road from the
Both
west.
roads are on the west. The northwest road or
Oh, the
southwest
northwest,
road?
the northwest road, as far as the map goes. Yes, the northwest.
Okay, cool.
So you all start with your health again is full. Everyone looks like they're good. The night though was quite busy. Throughout the night there was a battle with only a few of your party engaged, which was Rivdal, Duncan Idaho, Tak, and Bardag. Bardag incurred quite a bit of injury. So did Duncan, but Duncan was able to bounce back pretty quickly. But Bardag had to take the night off or the day off and recover in the tavern. That being said, a lot of the other party members got called away to do other things. They were impressed with your feat for the most part of defeating the
I'm impressed by my feet too.
exactly of defeating the monsters or whatever they were or the creatures. You guys were gifted A10. A10 is your guys' house now, your residence in the town. Duncan Idaho was gifted the key. He has kind of like the key to the house because he was the one that struck the killing blow and decapitated the leader. But that being said, you guys are not getting rewarded yet until you finish the job. So that being said, Gustav is the one. He's still alive. But some shit went down that night of you guys can't find Vekin. He was in the bottom of the well last time you guys talked to Bardag. Bardag said he was in the well. Now you guys can't seem to find him at all. The lines are super nice. Thank you guys.
That's the trail that the log left when I was dragging it around.
Yeah.
I thought it was a shit snake.
Well, the log is currently in
No.
the well that collapsed. This well over here.
Yeah, we need to get it back out of there.
This log right here, as soon as I draw it, has collapsed in. I think I don't know if any of you have been down to the bottom. I believe you have, Tak. Right?
I have.
Yeah. So you guys are aware of there was a tunnel down there. But obviously it's been collapsed in. It's about a 6-foot collapsed in well. Like there's still like a divot where the well, all the bricks kind of fell in on one another. But for the most part, that well was useless before. Now it's super useless. And logs just kind of sitting in there with some rope.
I mean, it was a dry well, so there was no use of it anyway.
Exactly. But from all you guys know is that they were getting in from the wells now at this point. You've been informed by some of your other party members that you think that well is where they were getting in at. But also...
Yeah,
there was
the one of them seen someone in the other well too.
Yes.
Actually seen a cloaked figure.
Yes,
there.
Rivdale, I think, is the one that spotted them in the other well.
Yeah.
That being said, that's about all that you guys know of right now. Gustav hasn't really told you anything else. It's really bright early morning. A lot of you didn't get much sleep. Some of you that stayed up most of the night slept fast and got like a short rest. And we'll just say for posterity's sake, you guys pretty much healed up for the most part, except for Vekin, which is not here right now, but he had a fractured arm and he's missing.
So the second well right here with all the black on it.
Yes.
Or yeah, the other well. Have we discovered if there's tunnels in both of the whales, or we're just one?
You don't know if there's tunnels in both of them, but Rivdal did see movement down in the other one that's not collapsed.
Yeah.
I say we should. I tell the party. I think we should possibly collapse the other well.
But it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. The sun just broke up over the tree line around the small town of Ailedale, and it seems pretty quiet for the most part. There was obviously a lot of drinking happening last night in the tavern, so they got up and had a ball in the tavern last night.
Ooh.
Tack can tell you a little bit more about that. He remembers a
What's
lot.
with all the candle wax in the bar?
Right? Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know.
But
All
you
I
guys
remember
are
from-
good to do what you want from here. This is all on you guys now.
Well, I just make mention, say, well, if movement was sighted in the other well, I think we should collapse that one too.
The other one's still got water and stuff in it, so I don't know that we should collapse it. But rather than destroying their wells, we could fix their wells. Because, water's not the easiest thing to come by.
Well, I thought Gustav said there was movement in the other well.
Rivdal's the one who's seen it.
Oh.
Brock
Mm-hmm.
was wondering what the dots above our head meant again.
Red is HP, green is AC, and then blue is passive.
Okay,
Passive
I need
wisdom.
to change those then.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I entered him in. I might have entered him in wrong.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, if the other well is just full of water, I don't think we worry about it then. I just thought.
But I
what-
don't
what
think it was
Rivdale
like
said.
completely filled with water. I think it's just got water in it. But we haven't actually gone into it, I don't think, to test it. I don't know why I'm saying all this because I don't remember anything from last night.
Because you were so drunk, right?
Yeah, all I remember is beating the shit out of two pugilists and then passing out from victory.
Right around this time, as you guys are all collected out front, you guys see a familiar-looking elf walk out of the bar. You're like, "Whoo! That was a good time last night, right? God damn!
Candle wax.
Oh man, someone left me sleeping on the floor." And he just kind of walks by you guys and goes lays down in the what you guys would consider the stables.
Yeah,
With all this fucking candle wax, my goodness.
like this place is a weird place. We all know that from trying to talk to literally anyone at all last night before I got drunk and don't remember anything after that.
Right, alright.
They're all a bunch of weirdos.
Well, I say we should check out the other well then and see.
You guys watch Sven kind of walk through the crowd of you guys and go over to the stables and pass out again. You're not a lot of houses in the town, so you don't really know where everybody stays, but you also hear like what looks to be like some of those stores possibly opening up down the road, or you've seen at least the one guy that owns the general store. He walked into there. You don't know if it's open yet, but you saw him walk in. So the town's starting to pick up a little bit, but it's not really like bustling. It's not a very big town, so.
Okay. Well, I say we should check out the other well to see if it's actually 100%.
You
safe
guys
or
can move
not.
yourself. Everyone's got control of their own characters, so you guys go ahead. Do your thing.
I'm cool with checking the well.
All right, roll
You
for it.
guys-
Whoever wants to check.
Alright.
I'll help check the wells.
Yeah, anyone that wants to
since
check
I
the
can-
well, you guys can group check the well if you want. Everyone just roll. Go for it. I'm fine with
Do
that.
we need to go in the well? Because I can breathe underwater.
It's only about 20 feet deep. For the most part, as you guys get over there, just basically off your passive perception, you guys can see that there's water in the bottom for sure.
Is there water on the bottom?
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out like how deep this water is. Is it like? So I'm trying to figure out.
It's hard to tell from up where you're at right now.
I got an 18 for perceptioning.
I got a 10.
Just based upon your perception and in your roll attack, your guess in the water looks about 4 feet deep. Rivdale concurs. He thinks it's only about 4 feet deep. but you could be wrong. Water's kind of deceiving in that way. But you get this feeling that this is still a usable well.
Okay.
So we probably shouldn't collapse it, considering we live in a hellscape world.
Yeah. Well,
Oi!
Gustav's here.
Good morning!
good morning, Gustav.
Good morning.
The heroes of Ailedale, is it? And he kind of
Yeah,
points
we're that.
He kind of points at Duncan, and like gives you like one of those like affirming nods, like he trusts in you, Duncan. The other ones he kind of looks like, and then the heroes of Ailedale, saving the town from the spooks.
We're just
Yeah.
making sure this well it isn't tunneled as well like the other one was.
Tunneled?
Yeah,
You
it's
practically destroyed the other well. You're good. That's not the one. You're not messing that well up. That's our last well we have.
Well, no, I was just making sure.
Gustav, it's kind of a safety thing too, because if there was kids at all in this town, they could have fallen in that dried well and broken like their arm or something.
Kid.
Luckily, no one important has done that recently.
He kind of chuckles a little
Well,
bit. He's
you're
like,
lucky.
kids in the town.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you all be out tracking, looking for footprints, trying to find out how they're getting into our town?
literally-
Sure, this is a safe well. Just making sure safety first.
We woke up literally 5 minutes ago. Get off us.
All right, it was a late night. I'll give you that. You
We
guys did
spent
good.
all night murdering black coat people.
Hey, that's
Get
town
off our
racist their
dicks.
attack.
I only saw the one, but he was a pretty nasty looking SOB.
Yeah. Well, there's more than that.
He kind of shakes his head and I was like, well, if you need me, I'm going to be in my office. He's like, but I suggest you probably go search the outskirts. That's where they got to be hiding. Every group I sent out never came back. And I don't got any more guards to send out. We need every
Yeah,
last
do
man.
stuff. You tell us how to do our job that we've already been doing.
If you guys need some rations, don't feel free to stop into the tavern and ask Bob. He'll fill you up with some rations. And he kind of turns around and walks back into his office.
All right. Well, I'm good on rations.
What if we put like a cover over the well? You know, a lid?
You guys are
Guys,
feeling
don't-
pretty hungry this morning, to be honest, after
Don't
last
get
night and everything like
rations
that.
from Bob.
So
He's a creep and a weirdo.
Oh, perfect.
I say we just, get our meal for the morning and I guess meet up in the front of the gate and start tracking. We have a really good ranger here to help us.
Hey, let's all ignore the cat person and eat all the food here.
Exactly.
are you guys all going to the tavern to eat, or are you going to eat your rations? How are you going to do it?
If it's being offered for free, I'm willing to take
It's
that.
free. We're gonna
Yeah.
get the food.
Hey,
All right. I'll jump
Go
you guys.
talk to the
I'll
cook.
bump you guys
It's
over.
hard to get.
I'll bump you guys over to the tavern. So you guys go back to the tavern, where a lot of your party is sleeping
Oh my God, all
upstairs.
this candle wax.
A lot of your
it's
party is
weird.
sleeping upstairs.
The
Hold on.
blue X's are chairs that are broken now.
I'm gonna copy and paste you guys on there.
I can't see
We're
shit.
already on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see. I'm not. Where's my guy at though?
hold on. You guys are coming in. Some of you
Yeah,
might
yeah.
already be on the map. All right. If you're not there already, like here, Santhiel, you're in the bar. Suap, you're in the bar. Duncan, are you in the bar? No.
Yeah,
you're-
in the bar.
Okay, cool.
Dwarf token.
So you guys walk in the bar. You see a lot of people from last night still in the bar, but a lot of them are still asleep, like in the spots that they're in.
Is that dwarf sleeping there?
Yeah, he's sitting at the chair. That's actually the
He's
blacksmith.
sleeping upright, as you can tell.
That's the
You-
blacksmith.
yeah, you don't know that. You never met the blacksmith, but like from his clothing and stuff like that, and he's got some of his tools on his belt. You
Does
just
he have a coin bag on him?
you can always check. I mean, he seems pretty asleep right now. He's snoring.
Yeah.
Dwarves
I
sleep
would
pretty heavy.
definitely like to check.
All right, go up to him and roll a insight to check, or investigation to see if he's got a coin bag. Firstly, and then if
Alright, I will do that. Let me.
as you guys go up to the bar, is any of you? Bob is the bartender, in case anyone didn't know. Oi!
Ew, my
Or-
insight. Here we go.
Wait, he had a high pitched voice. Get it right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. As you
That was
you're
built candle wax.
you can't seem to place any. You see, he's got a lot of tools on his belt. He doesn't seem to have any coin bags, as far as you can tell. He's got an apron on, like a leather apron, like a blacksmith would use. But you,
Alright, well,
as far as
I'm
coin
not gonna
bags,
steal anything then.
all right. So Bob's over at the bar. He's like, "How are you guys all doing? Not planning on breaking any more of my chairs, are you?"
I think he
Wait,
was
people were
more.
breaking chairs? What was going on? Must have missed a really great night.
Yeah, your little cat friend there. And well,
I didn't break any chairs. I
uh,
don't remember. I was too drunk.
well, you did, laddie. But since you saved
That's
Dale
blah,
last
blah, blah.
night, I heard you guys had a scuffle outside the tavern.
Hmm.
Mm,
Killed like 5 cloaked figures, maybe 6.
I only heard
Maybe
about
even
one,
7.
but either way, I was told to feed you guys. Are you interested in some stew?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take some stew.
Alright.
Food's
You guys-
food.
Jenny, get the food. Hey, Jenny. And he starts yelling to the kitchen. And you just hear some clanging and banging around in there and stuff like that.
Oh, please let it be like a deep voiced
He's
man
like-
woman.
If you guys want
Yes,
to take a
honey.
seat at the table behind you, the dining table, the long one, I'll have Jenny bring out the stew right away. And he walks over to the kitchen. Jenny!
It's my seat.
My seat.
Fuck
Wait.
off, Duncan.
Boy, my seat.
This is my seat.
We'll share the seat.
If
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
if you guys hold
I'm right in the seat.
if you guys hold Alt, you can place yourself kind of wherever you want, as far as on the map goes. That being said,
Oh, cool. I did not know that.
Well,
you don't see everyone.
The student is teaching me. My goodness.
The
um,
Crocs. Crocs is
About 5 minutes later, you see the bartender come out. Stu will be out in a second now. Now, everyone's still quiet or quite asleep right now, so I suggest just being a little bit quiet and try not to throw any candles or break any chairs. I'd much appreciate it.
Zach.
And you see him starting to pour some. You see him starting to pour some ale, and you hear this. You see this little girl, probably only about 15, walk out of the kitchen, and she's carrying a couple bowls, and she starts bringing them out to you guys. The stew looks really good. It smells delicious, but it's mostly consistent of just like meat. They don't have a lot of vegetables in
Oh,
them.
fuck yeah.
Oh, that's
And the
great.
stew. So
Perfect.
she's like, I hope you enjoy. She seems kind of a little bit shy, I guess you could say. And over a
Oh,
period,
yeah, I
and she brings
pick
out,
it
and
up with my
she fills up the whole table for the most part with
pick
all
it up
the.
with my giant dragon hands and just slurp it down.
I'll be right back.
You don't want to sit at the table with the rest of your friends, Pally.
He's gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like that. He's edgy
Oh,
like
Cynthia.
that.
Antisocial.
Yeah, a little bit.
He gives can of tonic sometimes.
All right. So, are you guys all eating the stew then that she brought out? Everyone
Oh,
get.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm
Cool.
gonna investigate
It's
the shit
no
out of this
gumbo,
stew.
but it's fine.
Yeah, it's definitely not no gumbo. It's just like straight meat for the most part, but it smells really good. You can tell they use some stock, like some vegetable stock and stuff like that, but like they're just few and far between to find like a carrot or a potato in it for the most part.
What can I roll to like investigate this soup? I don't trust the soup.
Let's do a. Oh goodness.
You see your
A sar-
brother within the bowl. Oh,
Would it
Let's-
be insight?
Let's just do an investigation or a survival. I'll even let you do a survival for the most part, I guess.
Was investigation and survival. I'll go with survival because my investigation's shit. 16.
It looks like stew. You can't really place like what the meat. It looks like, as far as you can tell, it looks like a pork or beef or something like that. It's been cooked a hell of a long time, so it's really tender and it tastes delicious. But for the most part, yeah, it looks fine.
Okay.
Nothing. I mean, it looks just like any other normal. You just ate dog the other night, so for the most part, it's better than the dog. You can definitely tell that. It's got a unique flavor, but like you don't know who the chef is and stuff like that. Not
Yeah.
not
Well-
bad by any means.
I thought we talked to the chef a little bit. At least Rivdall did.
Yeah, Rivdall went in and talked to him for sure.
He was a creep.
He tried to give you some stew last night, but I don't think Rivdall ate his stew. Are you eating the stew too that she brought out for you? Did Jenny brought out for you, Santhiel?
Fuck, I don't know if I want to eat it or not. Yeah, I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
All right, cool. I mean, Tack was a little suspicious. He's got that cat nose, so he sniffed it out a little bit, and then you all sit down and ate.
I'll eat
He's
it.
like, he says, "Oh, sorry, we don't got any bread. It's just food's hard to come by lately. All we got is the meat that left over from the
Maybe it's
traders."
the cataclysm that took away all of our ability to make bread and food and stuff.
So did he just say he had meat left over from the traders?
Yeah, that's where
Is
most.
it the traders themselves, or
We got left over from the traders, wink, wink.
Yeah.
nudge.
Do you want to ask him?
Or-
I mean, you
yeah,
can ask him.
let's ask him if it's the actual traders. Or...
Go for it. He's standing there. What can I get you all to drink?
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you.
Oh, sure.
The meat that's in the stew, is it the actual traders or meat?
He kind of gives you a weird look, like, "What do you mean by
I'm
that?
fucking chuckling in the background, like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot.
What do you mean by that? No, the meat we bought off the traders. We had a bunch left over. It was like this salted pork."
Okay. I'm just clarifying. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. I don't really understand your question, but okay. And he kind of walks away to go get some more ale for you guys. But for the most, it'll take you about 15 minutes to finish eating up and stuff like that, and wrapping up. Other than that, like, you guys can do what you want from there. You guys are full though. You guys' bellies are full. You're not hungry anymore.
We're getting ready to go out to explore again, correct?
Oh yeah.
Who wants
Indeed.
to go defile a well?
You feel
Well,
you feel a little. The ale doesn't sit with you well, Tack. You still feel a little like
Me?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're a little.
I look at Rivdal and I say, "Are you think you're ready to track for us?" Rivdal's a ranger, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Where's the bathroom
So
at in this
I-
place?
Let's say it's upstairs for the most part, or well,
Okay.
well. Yeah, let's
Probably
say
outside.
it's probably outside, most likely an outhouse, I would say.
I'm gonna
Well,
go
there's the
ahead.
collapsed
Can you
well
can
you
you
could
move me
go
to
in.
the outhouse? I've got some masturbating to do for a few minutes.
Okay, yeah, for sure. You step outside to the outhouse. Let's just say you're there.
That's
now-
fine. We have to do that before we adventure. We can't let it build up.
Yeah.
Can't let it build up. Well,
Just do it in the face of the enemy.
if you guys weren't done eating, you're done eating. You're done
You
eating
can
now.
do it into his hand and then throw it into the face of his enemy.
Pocket come. Ah.
Who does
Um,
jizz?
All right. Well, I
Seriously.
look over to Rivdal and I ask if he's ready.
Rivdale's a lady.
Oh. Well,
You're
it's
muted,
it's hard to
Rivdale.
tell the difference.
Yeah, Rivdale, your thing. Did you change it to push to talk? We can't hear you, Rivdale. Come on board. Chin.
Oh no, we lost our ranger. I think.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
My push to talk wasn't working, and I forgot to switch it back.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
What's his face said it wasn't working either. I don't know. Maybe it has to be set to a specific key.
Yeah, I don't know.
I use my
But-
mouse wheel.
So I don't know if you guys have heard me at all this whole time.
Probably
No.
not.
Picel, the apothecary, has mentioned that he thought people were getting in under, like, tunneling in. And I think we should talk to him before we head out. He might give us, might have some insight on who these people might be and where he thinks that the well that we haven't checked yet might lead.
We
And
had looked
then-
at the well. It was full of water. The other
Well,
well.
I mean, it wasn't full, and I know I saw people down there.
Oh shit! Oh, and you see the gnome wake up, the blacksmith wake up, and his chair leg snaps a little bit, and he rolls out of the chair, and you just see Bob going, "Not again, Jesus!"
You
Not
were
another
lucky the
chair.
chairs broke.
And you just see he kind of stumbles out, like he can't seem to find the door, and then he finally just kind of walks out of the bar. Blacksmith, he doesn't even seem to notice you guys. He looked pretty hungover.
Guys, this place is running out of chairs fast.
I say
Didn't
look
take
at our
my
business in
chair.
the future.
You guys want to head back
Yeah.
out, or does anybody want
Yeah.
to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
It's good whenever.
All right, cool. So you guys all eat up, finish up your food.
Hey, Cynthia. you smell
Ginny-
like tears.
Ginny cleans up all the table and all this stuff, and she's like, she doesn't really look at you guys.
She really needs to clean up the bathroom. It was an
Oh.
accident, I swear, but
She kind of just puts her head
And I'm
down.
gonna claim it.
She puts her head down and just walks to the kitchen, ignoring you guys. She seems extremely shy. Like she won't look anybody in the eyes.
Cynthia, clean the bathroom.
She doesn't respond to
Said
Cynthia.
so.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Well, what's her name? What's her name?
We don't know her name.
Good.
Child lady. Clean
All
the
right.
bathroom.
You guys can walk around town a little bit. I gotta take a phone call real quick. I'll be right back in a second.
Quick, raid the town when the DM's gone.
Yeah.
Quick, win the campaign. We're all level 20 now.
All right.
All our stats are like at 99, and we all have 1,000,000 platinum.
Perfect.
hey, if I move my character, do you guys see it?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm just running around like a retard.
Get that exercise in.
I'm gonna tell him I found a small bag here and see what he says.
I did a search and found a bag.
Roll insight and see what happens. Oh yeah, there you go. Investigation. Let's do that. Damn it.
Ah, beat you. That means I found the bag.
I hate you.
You found the
Hey,
bag.
you want a bag? Here you go.
This has got
Yes.
human shit in it.
Oh fuck! No, I want that back. Never mind.
If I didn't listen,
Jacob.
if I didn't have my daughter tonight, if I had somebody watching her, I would literally drive over to his house and then just go in and punch him while just let her tackle him out of the chair.
Be a professional, why don't you?
Because he doesn't lock his door, so just walk right in. Walk right in, yank him out of the chair. Great. Someone's pissing. Mountain Dew Code Red.
Yeah, that's how I was pissing out.
So you where Mountain Dew Code Red comes from?
Oh yeah, but only when I have like too much protein.
All right, I can fucking hear you guys. You better not be fucking the town up.
Yeah.
Is it on
Oh,
fire?
don't worry.
Listen,
It is.
All right.
Duncan found a bag.
You left
and
$1 million
investigated
platinum
it.
on the ground, by the way.
That's weird. The DM says to himself.
Just saying,
Did you
he
find
found
a bag?
Look,
Yeah,
we both investigated. He investigated highest.
found the bag.
You find a bag
Bag
next
shit.
to your guys' house. Is that where you found it?
Yeah.
You investigate it. It appears to have some weird
Shit.
weird instruments in it,
Cool.
like wooden
Oh,
instruments. Like one is definitely a spoon. The rest you can't really make out.
I want.
Okay, bag of many things. Got it.
No, it's just a bag of like wooden like whittled
Thanks.
tools. Bag of whittled wood.
Whittled wood.
Bag of stuff.
It's just a
got it.
little bit. It's a whittle bag of whittled wood.
Oh,
Indeed.
so is this our house?
This is your guys. 18 is officially your guys' house. Duncan has the key. I don't know if he left it
I
unlocked.
left the door unlocked because there's nothing
Yeah.
in there.
You guys haven't really looked around last night. Well, we didn't have
Did you
time.
guys find anything in the house?
If you guys want to go look around the house,
No.
it's
Sure.
Absolutely.
it's 2
You
stories.
guys, you guys better not mess
I'm
with
gonna go
that
to the
house,
second
Hey,
dude.
what's
floor.
in that bag?
All right, you guys going to the house? All right, I'll take you there.
Yeah.
Off to the house we go.
There's a dead body in here. I know it.
Well, hell yeah.
I hope so.
All right.
They might give
Oh,
us
nice.
clues.
I pasted all you guys inside the house.
I'm on the
Hey,
second story.
Brock, my name's
I
not
point to
updated.
the
Uh,
bag that they're
My
holding.
name's
What's in the
Tab.
bag?
Oh, there's a chest. I'm looking at.
You get up to the second story, Duncan. I don't really have that one worked out yet. I don't have a map for that specifically. But as you
Oh,
get up
never
there,
mind
no, I'll tell you what's up there though for the most part.
Okay.
There's just rooms. It's like your normal second story you'd see in an old timey house. There's probably about 4 rooms, 2 on each side of the staircase as you come up it, or well, not each side. I guess the way the house is laid out, I guess there's just 4 rooms down the hallway upstairs.
I sit down on the couch, take up the whole couch. This is
They're
my
all
chair.
on the left side, and then it looks like there's like an attic that possibly like pulls down, but it's probably about 10 feet up to the ceiling. It's got it looks like a crawl space, one of those like hang down ladders, but you need like a stick or something with a hook on it to like, you guys know
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, a stick with hook. Okay, I'm gonna use my scythe to you hook it because it's a stick with a
Stick
hook.
with a-
Okay, go ahead and roll for that. I'm gonna have you roll a.
We roll attack,
No, this is probably gonna be.
athletics, acrobatics, athletics.
Something-
I'm gonna say sleight of hand because the little hook hole is really tiny. So let's do a sleight of hand. It's a dex check because like it's pretty high up there,
I
and
got a 14.
all right, you try your best, but you don't think your scythe is the proper tool to hook this into that little hook there. You can't.
Can I just jump up and try to grab it?
You can try absolutely.
How high?
Acrobatics?
It's about 10 feet to the roof to where the hook is. If you guys, I'll show you guys on the camera. The hole where the hook goes in is probably about the size of a quarter, and it's just like a little metal piece of metal
Here,
that goes across
Let me
the hole.
hold you up. I'm 7 feet tall.
I just noticed you actually have an outhouse.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys actually have an outhouse and everything. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's
Perfect.
probably the one.
If you're holding him up, go ahead and roll a strength check, and whoever's getting held up has to roll a dex.
I only weigh 90, by the way.
Remove 2 from that because it's the easiest way to roll strength check. I got a 12 or 12.
Okay.
And
Go
what
ahead.
am I rolling?
The dex to balance on his Yeah, you guys can't seem to figure out. You get him on your shoulders, but you wobble around so much, and you actually almost go over the railing of the stairs, and he has to jump down real quick. You guys can't seem to get up to reach there. You can't get the coordination down to reach it.
Block. I put
But
it
there
in
is.
the name.
You put what in the name? Rivdale is a girl.
Rivdale.
Oh, thank you, bud. That will help for sure.
You're welcome.
But
Alright.
for the most part, like you feel like there's definitely a specific tool in the house for this grabbing of the.
I'm
I
gonna look
look
for a
at them.
specific tool. I'm
I
looking
was
for
like,
the
what
tool.
are you fools doing?
Try in the attic.
Trying to get in the attic.
How's it going, Tybalt Capulet? I'm sorry, Tybalt Capulet. Thanks for watching, bud.
How
I
tall?
don't think he's in the chat right now.
I'm 6'7". Do you think I can reach it?
I
I'm
mean,
7 feet tall.
you guys can always try to reach up there and reach it, but the hole is so tiny.
Yeah, wait a minute, Brock.
If you
Hold
guys
on,
are to
Brock.
reach it, you're gonna have to get your finger in the
I
size of
say,
it.
don't worry about.
Time
We
out.
have to actually go back out and go.
Yeah,
ahead and find
Rivdale.
the bandits.
If I was on Duncan's shoulders and he's 7 foot tall, how in the world was I not able to just?
Because you guys are wobbling around and you're trying to hit a hole the size of a quarter,
Okay.
and you got to have something to reach into the hole. The hook is not sticking out of the hole. The hook is actually in the hole.
Like in it.
Yeah, if you guys have ever seen one, they put them in old houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
know
Okay.
what you're talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
I just rolled a perception to look for the tool.
Oh fuck yeah! You
Yeah, that
you
20.
find it downstairs, just laying up against one of the weapon racks over in the corner.
Right over here.
That's what that was.
Yeah,
Y'all looking
Yeah.
for this?
Huh? Yeah.
it's about a 6 to 7 foot rod, just a small wooden rod with a tiny little hook on the end. You
Go
don't
over the attic. Let's see if we can find any dead bodies.
you instantly like realize what it is, Suap. Are you going up to pull it down?
All right, yeah.
All right,
Clunk, clunk,
for sure.
clunk.
You go up there. You hook it in, no problem. As you pull it down, it doesn't seem to want to come down. It's got some resistance. You're gonna have to give it a
Oh, I
You
guess
get-
I'm gonna have to Bruce strength this boy.
yeah. It seems like that.
Knock the weapon rack over.
16.
Yeah, it comes falling down, and the ladder slides down. You kind of jump back. Dust fills the hallway that you guys are in. Just like poof, dust comes rolling out, and this little not little, but this bag just kind of thuds on the floor at the bottom of the staircase. You guys really can't make out what it is, but it's a pretty good size, like I guess burlap sack of something. Just kind of like
Got
thuds
human
and hits
shit
the
in it.
floor.
Yeah, so you got-
Oh, yes, human feces. Perfect.
Yeah, you didn't have to roll a
Check that out.
sleight of hand.
Yeah, let's check that out.
Yeah, you clear out the dust. You wait for the dust to settle a little bit. It just looks like a lumpy sack, as far as you guys can tell.
Open it.
All right, you
don't
guys,
find
as you
anything about messes?
as you guys open it, who's opening it?
I can open it if you want, since I was there. Or
That's fine.
Rivdal's trying to steal it. It looks like, but I don't necessarily know that with the smoke.
I'm gonna allow Suap if he wants to open to go first, since he would have been the closest opening the hatch. We'll just go by proximity. But Rivdal, if you want to go next, you can.
Okay.
So Soup, you going for it, or Suap?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Suap leans down, look at the chest. Based upon being a lizard folk from the swamp, you're pretty familiar with certain smells, and you immediately recognize this smell as what you consider rot or decomposition. As you start, do you still
Oh,
want
God,
to?
it's a bag of shit.
Oh,
Do you still want
Drink
to?
'em.
Head. It's someone's head.
there's something dead in here.
No, it's a big bag. Suap,
It's-
based upon what you smell and you guys see, it could be a body. It looks about the size of like a small body, but it looks really. It doesn't look as heavy. A body would have hit the floor a lot harder.
Okay.
Right,
It's like
uh,
it floated away.
I'm
That's how you
gonna
do
I'm
it.
gonna cut a hole in it with my claw.
All right, yeah, for sure. You rip into it, and sure enough, there looks to be what looks to be like not rotting flesh. It looks to be a bag of like what appears to be bones, and like old rotting clothes. Go ahead and make a reflex save
Okay. Dexterity.
or dexterity. Yeah, my side 3.5 coming out a little bit.
Ooh, not great.
Oh, bud.
Yeah, you get startled as like about 3 or 4 mice jump out of the sack, and you kind of fall onto your butt as they
Attack
scurry across the. Yeah, with disadvantage, go for it. As like about 3 or 4 mice scurry by, and they go every different direction in the house. You see a few
I
run
got a
it.
16, hit a mouse.
Yeah, you hit one of the mice and send it going across the floor, but it's so light, you hit it, that it actually kind of picks it up. You see a little blood come off of it. It hits the wall across the room and lands on a dresser, and then scurries back behind the dresser.
I look at Tack and say, Tack, this is your job. Go quick.
Yeah. One
Nice.
that's kind
Get
of
him, get him.
racist.
After you fall on your
Dude,
butt,
you're
Suap,
kind of right.
you definitely see what looks to be like a sack of
Which one,
bones.
eat 'em?
They're not intact though. The bag of bones seems there's a lot of bones in here. It looks, but you see also like rotting clothes, and what looks to be a lot of like small, what you consider like small, maybe gloves or mittens and like possibly shoes.
Free gloves.
Oh
and
yeah,
mittens.
it's a bag of dead kids' bones.
Yeah, I was saying, bag of dead kids.
It's just some Christmas decorations.
Just yeah.
Holidays, Christmas,
So-
and
So we've got
So-
the
I
attic
think we should go talk to what's his face about what we just found.
Whose house is this?
This is your guys' house. You guys are given the key to the house. It's been abandoned for a while, according to
who gave us the key?
Gustav. Gustav. He gave it to
we
Duncan.
should talk to
And I'd
Gustav
like to-
about this
I'd like
and
to mention
present
to
our
Duncan.
amazing findings.
Yeah,
I'd
did-
say.
I'm gonna go up into the attic and check around.
Okay, go
Right.
ahead.
So
Hey-
did no
hey,
one else
Duncan.
find it
Yeah.
strange that this
Don't you
town
find it
had-
kind of strange that the house that Gustav gave us had that key that had the symbol of
Yeah.
the cloaks of the people that attacked us last night?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Whoa,
that's
whoa.
Some of you don't know what he's talking about. Santhiel, Nessus,
Yeah.
and Suap don't really know what he's talking about. You guys haven't seen this key yet.
I'll pull out the keys. Oh yeah, a symbol like this one.
Nessus
Chevy.
squints his eyes. He says, "You know, I may actually know that symbol." He said, "Let me
Nessus,
see it."
go ahead and roll for a religion check with advantage.
we
How
can
much
just-
of an advantage do I get?
We could just tell.
Ju-
Nessus
just
what
your,
the
just with
symbol
advantage.
was.
Take the highest.
Yes, roll
We
twice.
knew what the symbol was, so can't we
Yeah.
just tell Nessus?
Yeah, we knew it was.
you have a feeling that you think it's the symbol of Ujin. You can tell her
Ujin.
absolutely. Yeah.
Oh
I'll
god.
take that crit.
And she absolutely says, yes, that is definitely the symbol of Ujin. It's a little bit worn down, but Nessus immediately recognizes it. But she says that
Gee.
Ujin's symbol doesn't always like the it looks a bit strange. It's Ujin's symbol, but like it looks like it's got something like overlaid with it. And you kind of recognize this, Nessus, as your role you critted. You think this has strong feelings of your deity involved with this.
Who is Ujin?
Ujin is the
business.
chaotic
Nessus
evil.
says, Ujin is the god of lies and trickery, and very greatly involved with my beliefs. Zila.
Zila is a god of like
That really hurts. Don't stab me with a screwdriver, asshole.
yeah.
As I look really close to the key, I have a feeling I have a couple of questions. I'm surprised none of you have presented this to me earlier.
It was all over the baddies we
I was
murderized
trying
last
to.
night. All over them.
Well, I'm surprised no one questioned the fact that we were given a house in a town that has people having to live in a shitty little the horse stall and living inside the thing when
They're
they were
poor
given
people.
us
They
a
can- they
big-ass
deserve
house.
He's an elf. No one gives a shit about elves.
Suap, as they're
Fuck
all
them.
having this conversation, you do hear some what sounds like creaking coming from in the attic.
Ghosts.
Can I make a quick?
Do you
attack
still
to see
wanna-
if I can?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, because
I'm gonna follow him up.
all right. Suap is go ahead and roll a just roll a straight d20 for me, or actually I'll roll the d20. Actually, I think that's on me this time.
Oh, was that tack?
Oh shit.
Yeah, as you go to climb the ladder, you immediately like break through the first couple steps. You're not injured or anything. Like you literally just put your foot and try to put any weight on the first step, and you can tell these are dry rotted stairs.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're completely like busted out. You don't know if all of them are, but the first two that you tried to step on immediately just broke.
Okay.
But you're
I'm
pretty
going
big,
to-
aren't you? Like,
I'm a pretty big. Yeah,
That's
I'm a
what I
pretty
thought.
big lizard folk. I'm going to jump up and grab the edge of the thing and pull myself up.
all right, roll for athletics.
Okay.
Brock, can I make a sleight of hand check to
Shit.
try and kill one of those rats without anyone noticing?
No, you can't really see any of them right now. They all scurried
Well,
away.
when I did first see them.
You weren't
His
close
eyes
enough
got
to any of them.
painful.
Duncan
Survival check. hunt
Duncan
down.
had the reach of his glaive, and he just barely caught
Oh, okay.
one.
I thought
And he
they
didn't
ran
even
down the
he
stairs.
didn't even kill it. A lot of them
Look
ran
behind
under.
the dresser if you want to attack. Behind the
Holy
dresser,
shit.
kid.
Suap, you reach up and you just barely get your claws to land purchase around the rim of the edge of the attic, and go ahead and roll another athletics to pull yourself up. Yeah, you start to, and you start clawing. Like it kind of looks a little silly at first. Your legs are kind of kicking, and then finally you get one of your legs up, and your claws land in the wood, and you put these big claw marks in the wood as you kind of roll up into the attic, and it's pitch black up there, and you are literally in darkness now.
Don't
Oh,
damage our house.
Rip
Dead
Delta
body's
can
already
follow
done
up.
enough.
I'm going to. I think if I would have like a Dungeoneer's pack or something like that. So I think there's torches in there.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
going to light a torch.
All right, you immediately light a torch, and you have vision. As you look around, you're startled immediately by what looks to be like somebody standing over in the corner, and then you realize it's just what looks to be like an old sewing model or whatever, doll, or not doll, but mannequin, like a sewing mannequin. And it looks like your normal attic. There's some junk up in there. There's quite a bit of junk actually, just laying around different places. Some stuff's covered in sheets. It's dusty, and you get that strong smell again that your lizard nose picks up right away of rot and like sorry,
It's probably filled with dead
smell.
squirrels.
The dead child smell.
yeah, just like that rotting smell of like something dead.
I call out and I ask, did you find anything up there?
I think there may be more of them up here.
See if you
Rats?
can find them and drag them down.
You want to try to go up after him or behind him, Rivdal? You said.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Make the you can do an acrobatics.
Yeah, Rivdal, help them up.
I could throw.
How do you want to give up?
Elevator.
How do you want to get up, Rivdal?
Jump up with the somersault and land on the top.
Okay, you don't want to use the stairs at all? Okay. You jump up. It's pretty high, so you do actually kick off the stairs, and they seem to not break. As you do, you get your toes caught on the edge of the lip, and you do kind of one of these like back somersaults, and you kind of lurch back into the hole. It looks really cool. Way more impressive than how Soup kind of crawled up in there.
Awesome.
As you get up in there, you immediately see you're kind of blinded by the torch, and then your eyes adjust, and you immediately see everything that he sees. Just a bunch of covered things with sheets. There's a couple like boxes over in the corner. You see the mannequin doll. You see a couple mice or what looks like to be scurry off into the corner and stuff. Right around that time, Suap, you light a couple of cobwebs on fire, and they kind of like burn a little bit. That lights the room up, and then they go out immediately. They just kind of like, as you look around, the cobwebs kind of burn up instantly.
I tell Rivdale, hey, I have a oil lamp here. Light this. This will help.
All right, I'll reach down and
I light it for them and I hand it to them.
Yeah, you hang
Yeah, I
down like you did before with your toes, like this fucking jungle gym shit, and you
it with
grab the
monkey
lamp,
teeth.
and you just slip back up in there, and
Perfect.
you guys have the oil lamp as well.
all right.
Get
Can I
searching.
make an-
Pull anything down that's rotten.
Right. Can I make an investigation check and just start pulling off these sheets and opening anything that needs
What
to
do
be
you
opened?
want to do, Suap? Kind of the same thing, or
Yeah, same thing.
all right, just go ahead and you both roll an investigation.
I can't even find the sheets.
Yeah,
not
you
much
both
better.
you both kind of like just start ripping off sheets as you
We have the
do.
two most blind people looking at stuff.
It just gets really dusty in there, and the whole fucking attic fills up with like dust, and like so much so that the dust actually starts to like kind of crackle a little bit from like the fire of the torch. And you think it's partly due to the spider webs and the dust, but it's so dusty in there, you guys can't really make out, and you start choking a little bit, and you do too, Suap.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe
guys
we
are
should
gonna
just
blow
clean
up
out
this-
the attic
Looks
first.
like I found some anthrax.
As you guys pull off the sheets, you guys can definitely see that there's some like looks to be nicer chests under some of them, but a lot of the crates just appear to be like what you put animals in maybe, and there even appears to be like what looks to be a metal cage over in the corner, like a smaller metal cage.
So
You said
Brock,
that-
I'm gonna
Best?
Yeah, well, it's hard to make out, but there looks to be like encased boxes. If they're not boxes, there might be a chest, but it's really dusty right now. You got to wait for it to kind of settle a little bit
Okay.
after kind of flicking all the sheets off and stuff.
Mm.
And there's a mirror over in one corner, as your cliche attic would always have.
Great. Creepy mirrors in the attic. That's
Mhm.
not a bad thing.
Yeah, I want to
at all.
look in the mirror, make sure there's nobody behind us for a jump scare.
Yeah, you walk up to the mirror. Go ahead and roll a perception.
Okay. Damn, I'm not rolling well.
You look in the mirror. You see yourself walk up to the mirror. You think you see something that doesn't look right. You can't place what it is at first, and then
Then this baby pops up.
ah! Look at her face.
oh god.
Jesus. But you can't really make out what it is. You think you're just like freaking yourself out. You feel a little bit jittery, even though you're a barbarian. Like you kind of. Yeah, you see a baby pop up.
That would scare me.
Yeah.
Baby!
Chucky.
You feel like almost like you look good. You're like you haven't seen your reflection very often, Suap.
Like,
And-
damn, I'm a good
start
looking lizard.
start flexing a little bit.
Yeah,
You have to.
sure, absolutely. All right, what do you want to do, Rivdal? Go ahead. You
I'm
can
gonna,
roll an investigation
I'm
again if you
gonna-
want.
yeah, I'm gonna walk over by him and I'm gonna make an Arcana check on this
All right.
just to be safe.
What reason do you have to make the Arcana check? I guess let's say.
From Ripdal's past and the knowledge that she learned from the sage when
Mirrors are
growing up,
creepy.
she knows that a lot of mirrors have at least some
Okay.
borderline
Fair enough.
arcane
And we
magical
found a
ability.
dead child in here.
Yeah,
No.
in a sack.
You walk up and you see yourself
Remember
actually.
that,
You see your reflection in the mirror as you walk up, and you get a slight feeling that this could be a magical mirror. You've seen a lot of this type of stuff as you grew up with the sages, and then you get up to it and you're like, oh no, this is just
Just a
fucking
mirror.
It's just a fucking mirror.
Right. All right. I might move back to those. I'm gonna let everybody downstairs know what we found, like all the chests and everything.
All right, for sure.
Kind of see if anybody wants to come up here and help us clean it up.
Are there any more children in the chests?
Well, we haven't opened them yet, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, I'm coming up. I'm just going to
I'm probably gonna say I'm gonna take this key and talk to Gustav if you guys don't mind while you look around. for a
Absolutely.
minute.
I'm not going
Go
to switch
for it.
maps for you. I'm just going to put you outside the house, and we're going to play. We're going
I'm
to go.
talking to the party for at the moment before I.
That's fine. Yeah, absolutely.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna talk
Go
to
for
him
it.
and get the history of
He
this
won't
house.
talk to me for some reason.
I hand you the key so you can bring it with you.
I want to
I
get a
think-
history of this house and figure.
Does anybody else want to go with Nessus?
No, I hope he dies. What?
She
I could-
or he? No,
Okay.
he. Rivdal's
Yeah,
the
no.
Rivdal's the girl. I put you outside the house, Nessus.
See, we have
Actually-
Nessus has a big dick. That's a man. Rivdal is a girl.
I'll
Uh,
go with Nessa
Yeah,
just
big
because.
plate that looks like a big dick, so technically it could be a girl.
Hey,
All right.
I'm
Duncan,
going
12, you know that.
Duncan and
I'm going
Nessus.
Nessa, yeah.
All right. They
Yeah,
step out.
Set all the windows, Brock, so that people can't look in and.
The windows are already blacked out. They're boarded up. Most
Okay.
of the windows in the house.
Well,
Like
I'm gonna
it's really
go
dark in the
chill
house.
on the front porch.
All right. Tack goes and chills on the
Make-
front
see if
porch.
anyone's watching us or anything like that.
Fair enough.
Hey,
I'm just
hey,
setting you
Tack,
guys.
You're the leader. You want to come with us too with the key to Gustavo? You're the
Yeah, I
leader of
am
the
the
party after
leader.
all. Yeah.
I'm the leader of the group.
I'm,
so I'm okay with going
I'm gonna
with
roll
you guys.
athletics to see if I can get
Makes
up into
sense.
the attic alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For sure. You jump up, but your armor just seems to be holding you down too much. Like you almost got your fingertips, and they kind of touch the edge of the rim. But 10 feet's a hard straight jump for you, like especially with all this armor and chainmail on, and you come down with a thud onto the floor. You can keep jumping, but you don't like. Yeah, you can definitely keep jumping.
I'll try one more jump and then I'll just have somebody assist me up.
Yeah. Rivdal, what do you want to do? I'm just going to go into turn order a little bit just to keep the
Okay.
fluidity of going.
Sure. I'm gonna go over to these more ornate
barely
chests
hear the
and see if
music.
there's any
What music?
way that I can just open them.
I made it.
Oh.
Santhiel, you're frustrated. You're like, fuck this, dude. Like, you feeling like you're getting a little like, you remember the creek incident where you fucking fell over the waterfall and you're like, man, I am Santhiel. I have killed many soldiers in my day, and you just jump up so much so that you kind of do like one of these crazy movies where you kick off the ladder as you're going up and just land on your butt with your feet hanging down off the edge, and you're sitting up in the attic, and you're just as surprised as everyone else. Like Rivdal, you turn around, Suap, you turn around, and you guys see Santhiel like he just did an acrobatics fucking flip or something in there.
Rivdal does the clap.
Rivdal gives you a little applause.
The
But
Dark
yeah.
Souls clap.
You get up in there, and as immediately you get up in there, Solar, or Santhiel, you recognize a chest sitting over in the corner with a very familiar symbol on it.
Oh boy.
Why is Joey in the well?
Wait, what?
Joe's in the well.
What the fuck?
Is that showing for you guys?
Yeah, it did.
Yes.
Yeah, you see that very familiar symbol, Santhiel. That's not here. So maybe he doesn't. And there you go.
Santiago saw that?
Yeah, he saw that as he jumped up in there and landed on his butt. He rolled a nat 20
When did he see that?
on a chest over in the corner.
Oh, okay.
You're not aware
And
what he's
so
looking at.
That's the chest that I was heading back towards?
Yeah, that is not the same chest. It's on the other side. You are over by the mirror currently, on the opposite side of
I
the
was
room.
making my way back to the chest.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, there's quite a few boxes and crates. You can't make out a specific crate, right, or a chest or crate. You can make out boxes that some of them look like chests right now. It's still pretty cloudy in there.
Right.
You can roll an investigation though if you want another investigation, or did you already?
Not yet. Let me go ahead and do that. Don't. That.
Yeah. Your eyes are burning at this point. You just can't really see anything with the dust and stuff like that. Like, you're kind of getting a little congested. Like, it's getting hard for you to breathe up here.
Why don't you guys just bring all the chests downstairs so we can leave the dusty place alone?
Yeah, that might be a good idea, but I can't find them.
Suap, what do you want to do? And then I'm going to go to the guys at the over at Gustav.
I'm going to try and open one of the chest closest to me.
All right. You see what looks to be a chest or a crate or something next to the mirror. There's a few around the mirror, and go ahead and roll an investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going
As
back
you get
downstairs.
grab a hold of it, you pick it up and you realize it's what looks to be a crate, like a wooden crate, but it has slats in it, so you can see in it. You look in it and there's glass bottles, like empty glass bottles. There's nothing in them. They're dusty. They look like, I guess, your general milk bottle kind of style looking thing. And some of them are broken. But
I'm glad you said that because I was thinking about throwing it through the hole so that
Yeah.
people could look in.
some of them are intact. There's about 2 or 3. There's about 8 total in there. 2 or 3 of them are broken or cracked. But it's just a crate of glass bottles, but you can't see a lid. It looks like it's been nailed shut.
Do they smell like anything, like blood or anything?
Go ahead and roll a nature. Or survival, I guess. That'll be up to you. No, they just smell dusty. They smell normal. That smell of dead rottingness that you smelled before, or like, it's actually starting to fade a little bit up here.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pry the top off.
All right, roll a strength check with advantage because you got those claws. I'm gonna definitely give you advantage on this one because it's not a very thick. Yeah, you definitely rip the top off. It's super thin. It's only about maybe like a, I don't know, an 1/8 inch thick top. It kind of like particle board. You just tear it off easily. Inside are empty bottles. They all have kind of like about the size of like a silver dollar mouth to them. They got a narrow neck and then a wider bottle like at the bottom.
Be right back real fast.
Yeah, no problem.
Rivdal's up here with me.
Oh yeah, Rivdal and Santiel. Santiel's just sitting there. Santiel, you saw this emblem, by the way, when you landed up in the attic.
Azuriel's emblem.
Yes, indeed. On one of the chests in the corner.
Nice.
I'm gonna show the thing to them and say, y'all know what these are for?
He shows you guys the crate of chests. He brings them over to you, Rivdal, so you can see them up close. Your eyes are burning, but he brings them up to you. You can hear the distinct sound of rattling glass. Santiel, you can make them out pretty easily. You can see that they're bottles. Rivdal, you see that they're bottles as well. Empty like glass jars, bottle things. Some are broken.
Okay.
As you bring
And
them over, some pieces of glass kind of fall out the side, but
There's no residue in them.
not from what you can tell. There's no it doesn't seem to be. They've been up here for a while. With the amount of dust that's on them, everything up here has been up here for a good
Should we start
long.
moving this stuff downstairs, do you think?
We can, yeah. So it's less dusty and shit.
I like how you guys move in and just like cleaning house. This is nice.
Well, I mean,
Gotta get rid of the dead
it's the
children
biggest
and
lead that we have so
milkman
far,
bottles.
since the key on the symbol matches the cloaks, the symbol.
All right, what do you want? I'm gonna wait to go back to you, Tack and Duncan, since Nessus
I'm
is
back, I'm
okay. I'm gonna do them real quick. You guys go out to see Gustav
Oh,
together.
yes, please do me.
Do me.
Do me.
Phrasing.
As you guys get out to the what looks to be Duncan's little taking over silo that he uses, what do you guys do as you walk up to it? The door's shut.
I knock on. Wait, is it our turn now?
Yeah, you guys. I'm just going theater of mind, so I don't have to keep switching maps.
All right, that's fine. I pretty much go up to Gustav's door and knock on it.
Do you want to do your chest first, Santiel?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You beat on the door, and you guys get no response.
Why were there dead children inside of our attic? I yell.
I say, can't. I just slightly pat Pack's head and I say, hold on.
Well, I did say that.
Oh, sorry. I
That was
look at
Duncan.
Duncan and I say, whoa, we can't just start screaming this shit out of nowhere.
Duncan throws
I mean,
his voice.
also get him out. Like, we just saying anyone walks by that we're bullshitting trying to get him out of the house.
Well, Duncan can shout this.
You
time.
guys
Didn't
get
answer last time.
yeah, you guys get no answer from Gustav. Santhiel, as you're sitting up there, do you want to approach the chest?
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Alright.
look at Tack and say, Tack, see if he's in the tavern.
You want me
Or
to?
possibly any of the
No,
stores. They're the
the-
fastest one out of us all.
I am very fast. Thank you for recognizing that.
You're welcome, Tack. So see if he's around any of the general stores. We're gonna stand here and see if Gustav comes back.
Alright, guys. I'll just go off all by my own and run around the town by myself.
You're
Yeah.
quick.
yeah,
but
that's totally cool.
thanks for noticing.
All right, Santhiel's about to get off to go do his stream, so I'm gonna do the chest real quick for him. You approach the chest, you immediately see the symbol, the white symbol of it's a white symbol, Azrael, and it looks like a nice embroidered chest. It looks very very intricate. It looks everything about this screams Santhiel or Azrael.
Nice. Just open that bad boy.
It's locked.
I'm gonna hit it with my hilt of my sword then.
Okay, go for it.
What do you want me to roll? Strength?
Yeah.
Open that bitch up!
It doesn't have an external lock. It's like locked on the box, but as you hit it, your sword being your holy item, like starts to glow a little bit right before you hit it, and as you hit it, you slice right across the lock, and you hear this pink, pink, pink sound, and the chest goes.
It just makes that sound. Oh.
I don't know if it's metagaming or not, but you guys did have a key that had the exact same symbol on it. as
No,
your chest.
not Santhiel. No,
Oh,
this
it's
is
a
this
different
this is
key.
a goddess of light
This is
chest.
Okay, never mind
the
then.
symbol we have is a god that's pure evil like me.
Pretty
Get
much.
fucked, Tack.
Right.
Uh,
And it also matches the cloaks
I don't
from
pay
the enemies that we fought last night.
Tack, you're running. It's okay.
All right, so I
Yeah.
look into the chest.
as you open the chest, you immediately get this gut wrenching feeling in your stomach as you realize that this was not a chest that you've seen this before from your time worshiping in Santhiel. This was a Pandora's box that was holding something very, very bad in it, and Santhiel's power and the goddess of light, or the god of light, was containing something in here. And as you do open the box, you get a blast of this dark, nasty like air that goes into your lungs and takes your breath away. I'm going to need you to roll a Constitution save.
Oh my
My
god.
evil senses are tingling.
Dude, you can't
We're
fuck
fucked.
with the goddess of
Wow.
light, bro.
Nice.
Good
That
stuff.
was back crit.
Yeah, you get hit by it, but you feel the power of Azrael. I can't say it, Azrael, with you, and
Washes over me.
this holy light starts to glow from Santhiel in the corner, and Rivdal and Suap, you immediately are blinded by it as it gets really bright, and you see whatever this black dark vaporous matter is seems to get just eroded, and like you see pieces of it just kind of falling down in clumps around Santhiel as you hear this and you hear plop 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 plop, and then you see Santhiel standing there. You take 3 points of like, I guess it would be like you lose your breath for 3 points. You feel like your lungs are starting to tear a little bit as it first hits you, and then you're immediately like brought back by the power of Azrael. So you take 3 points of like suffocation, I guess, damage or choking damage, but you only took half.
So Cynthia may have almost become Venom.
Yes.
Cool.
So Santhiel takes 3. Me and
Yes.
Rivdal do not.
No. It
Okay.
seems like whatever came out of the box, Azrael, through the power of Santhiel's belief and his holy light, shined out of him. He just started kind of glowing, and it seemed to like cook almost whatever this fucking thing was in this box. Looking in the bottom of the box, you see nothing. You see claw marks, just all throughout the box.
Free chest.
Yeah, good deal.
I thought
Yeah.
it was a crate.
Yeah, even better.
No, this one's a chest.
Oh.
This is a very intricate, nice chest. The
We
locks
get
all
new
the locks all
little
sliced
bolts
now
over
though.
to it.
This is where we store the children in.
Yeah.
You guys are fucked up.
You see, you're the person who dropped a bag of a dead child on us.
Nice double fucking
DM.
nice double nat 20s, Santhiel.
For real.
Yeah, seriously.
That's super rare.
Is there any way to investigate the scratches to see where they came from?
Yeah, go for it. Roll religion.
Probably the animal that was trapped inside of it.
You get a feeling that this is something to do with all the dark shit that's been happening. People have been mentioning like Ujin and fucking Nessus, and from what you know, or not Nessus, I'm sorry, Ujin and Zella. From what you know, this looks like their type of bullshit, like their type of like
Awesome.
trickery.
Awesome. Thank you, DM Obvious.
Hey,
Hey, you hit the roll.
yeah, you
Sorry.
got
Who
a you got a
asked where
fucking
the
12.
Starbucks came from.
Looks like there was a cat
Alright.
trapped. It looked like a cat was trapped in here.
Oh,
I knew it.
Tax house.
Don't tell Tack.
You guys
I'm
found
out.
my house?
All right, Santhiel. At this point, Santhiel's like, I can't take this anymore. And he's like, I need to lay down. And he goes back to the tavern. He jumps down the hole, breaks a couple more ladder steps as he comes
Oh.
down.
Oh,
Great,
God.
thanks.
And then I fell over the banister and I broke
Yeah.
the chair right here.
Yeah,
Oh, her chair.
but for the most part, you're intact. Your lungs
Well,
just
just
burning. And
go
after drinking the water,
Next that bitch.
Yes.
after drinking the water and getting some of that black stuff in your lungs, you definitely feel a little bit worse for wear. And you're gonna go take a short break.
I never drank in the water.
Oh, you just rolled around in it. It's cool.
Alright.
All right, Santhiel. Later.
Peace.
See you guys.
All right, back to Duncan, Idaho, and Nessus standing outside of Gustav's house. And Tack, you are currently on your way to the tavern, just like
He's just.
I'm running
yeah,
from
general
store to
around.
store looking for what's his name?
Gustav. Okay.
Gustav, the fat kid who got stuck in a pipe.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. Oh,
What are you guys doing, Duncan, Idaho, and Nessus? Are you guys
we're
heading
gonna
back?
keep banging at this door.
Yeah, knock,
Yeah.
knock, knock.
Yeah, keep
knock,
banging that
knock,
door.
Knock, knock.
Yeah,
We're
you
banging
guys.
up against it.
You guys absolutely do. You knock.
I look
Are
around
there
for a
windows?
window.
Yeah.
Roll
There
for knock.
there are no windows. This is a silo, like a repurposed silo.
Is it
Okay.
like open on the top or is it like covered with the roof?
It's covered. Everything. There's no windows. It's just like a storage silo for grain or whatever.
Does it have a keyhole?
Yeah, the door. I mean, has a keyhole and doorknob and
I'm gonna
stuff.
see if I can see through.
Yeah, go ahead and peer through. Roll a perception. With disadvantage being that this is a keyhole, so it's all right.
I got a 5.
Yeah.
Pretty disadvantageous.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You see straight in, and you see a lot of darkness. You see a little light, but it looks like what maybe looked like an oil lamp or something. But you don't see any movement in there.
Hey
It-
Nessus, I'm bad at I'm bad at looking through holes. You wanna try?
Yeah, I'll try.
Oh yeah, that beautiful creepy music number 2 by Kello.
I can barely hear, even if my volume's way up high.
Nessus, you see just some light coming from inside the keyhole as well. Like you can make out what looks to be a desk in there, but nothing really, no movement. You don't see anybody standing in there.
If only
Yeah.
we
I
had
can
some
barely
sort
hear
of
the music
thief.
if you're trying to, if we're supposed to hear this.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
it's
just
really
I'm-
low for all of us.
yeah, I made it low. I don't like. Here, I'll turn it up a little bit. There you go.
That's better.
Guys, I've got plenty of lint I found on the floor to pick this lock with.
Go
You
for
you say to no one as you're running around.
Just thinking that in my
See,
head.
it.
Hey guys, I have lint.
Well, it's not. Well, to be honest, if I had it my way, I would have already kicked in the door. But he did just give us a house with dead children in it, and I do appreciate that.
Dead
You
children
guys-
are a valuable commodity.
You guys are assuming that they're dead children at this point.
Yes,
I just like
yes,
to point
we
out.
are.
Oh, that's
It's
fine.
gonna be chicken bones and old clothes.
We're
that no one
almost
used.
certain it's dead children, even though
We're
we
just here
don't
to
know.
get the. Even though he did give us a house of rotting corpses, which
What-
I do.
What do you
like
and
that.
Suap want to do, Rivdal?
There's only one rotting corpse.
What do you think, Suat? Should we get this stuff out of here?
You guys should bang.
You guys should throw it
After
in a well.
experiencing the great evil,
I mean, he already got off today, so it's.
Suap's just kind of standing in the corner like fucking Blair Witch Project style, not talking to you.
oh god,
All right, cool. I'm gonna go and check out some of these other. Wait, has the dust settled yet?
Yeah, I mean it's settling. You
Oh,
can see around the room. You can make out a little bit better. Like, you can definitely see like what looks to be a for sure chest. You see the one that Santhiel opened, obviously now, and there looks to be another one over on that side of the room. Most of them just look to be crates, like storage crates. Some of them are the same type of like crates that Suap brought over to you earlier.
All right, I'm gonna go investigate that other chest, see if it's locked. If it's not locked, I'm gonna open it.
All right, you go up to it. Go and roll an investigation.
Super,
No.
you there? Okay.
Finally, a good one.
nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a chest. It seems like your pretty basic, normal chest, like Foot Locker. It has the initials JJ on it.
Oh gosh, J.J. Abrams.
Oh no!
There's no A, it's just JJ. J.J.
All right.
Oh god, the JJ's in there.
Is it locked?
Yeah, it's locked. It's a Foot Locker. It's got a little lock on the front. It's an outside lock.
Yeah,
It's an external lock. Like, it doesn't take a key. It takes a key to the lock, but the lock is like a padlock kind of style.
All right. Can I attempt to open the lock?
Yeah.
I'll be back, guys.
Yep, that's fine.
But sleight of hand or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, do you have lockpicking tools or anything like that, or just go ahead and roll a sleight of hand? That works for me. What are you trying to attempt to pick it with? Like,
Let me see what I have that I can use. I do have that. I have a black dagger. I'll use that.
okay, being as it is a dagger and it's a little lock, you're not very proficient with this. You kind of fumble around with it for a while. You don't seem to be able to get enough of the dagger inside the lock to make it do anything. Like, it seems like you're not hitting the tumblers like you normally should.
All right.
Duncan, Nessus, you guys are just standing out there just
Yeah, we're waiting for Tack. Has Tack found anything?
he's still running around town looking for Gustav. You guys actually look across to the general store and see a brief flash of your furry cat friend like knocking on the door and peeking his head in, and then running
Well,
down.
If Tack hasn't found him yet, he's probably drunk or asleep in his own pile of cum or something.
Oh, Tack,
Probably.
you returned back from the tavern. You searched all of the town. You can't seem to find
I'm
Gustav.
back.
Alright, I say we let her welcome.
You're back.
ourselves
You
tonight.
get back, Tack, without finding them or without finding Gustav.
I didn't find anyone.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I will do the customs of my way, and I charge into the door.
All right, roll for a.
You want me to try and pick it?
Nah,
I am missing one of my lock
Just
picks
let-
for some reason.
just let him do his thing. He's got this.
Okay. You do
If he
it.
doesn't, then you can pick lock
Uh,
and embarrass him.
Let's roll a. Go and roll athletics, I guess, for sure.
Not a strength check.
I figure athletics is probably like gives you a little bit more of a modifier. I think it's probably better of a roll for you, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay, just roll strength check. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, never mind. I thought you said arrow.
Yeah, no, athletics. Yeah,
Acrobatics. Yeah, it was athletics, not acrobatics.
yeah. You charge in the door and immediately hit the door, and you hear, and the door definitely cracks a little bit, but does not give away. But you feel like if you give it another shot, you could probably break through it for sure.
All right, Tag, you can unlock it now.
Guys, as a pro tip, you know you can like knock the pins out of the door hinges and stuff
I
like
have
that.
no
Just
time for such.
Alright, I'll try and open it. Does anyone know why one of my lockpicks is missing?
I
want me to
do,
roll?
but I'm not there.
Alright,
Yeah.
go ahead,
No, I
Tag, do your
can't get-
magic.
What do you want me to roll, Brock?
You trying to lockpick it?
Yeah.
With +4 with your lockpicks to your just a dex check. +4 dex check. So 16. You start to pick the lock a little bit. As you're picking the lock, you turn the doorknob a little bit, and it was unlocked.
Nice.
None of you guys tried to open it?
Well, you
No, we're
know,
knocking the door.
As you
I'm
open
a
the
vampire.
It's a
Wait a minute, you
in
didn't
a
try the
village where
doorknob?
people are constantly getting robbed. Everything
Yeah,
was unlocked.
Well, these people don't make a lick of fucking sense.
sorry, I had
That's why
to.
they keep getting robbed.
They have
Yeah.
dead children in their attic, guys.
All
and you're
right,
Everyone.
All right, so we let ourselves in then.
Okay, as you push the door open, it obviously doesn't work as well as it should. It's like it seems a little bit like it's scratching the
Listen-
floor. It's like
Rammed into it.
as you push it
It's an
open.
improvement. It's an improvement.
Yeah, it gives an early warning sign of if anyone opens the door.
Has anyone been in Gustav's office?
early.
I know someone has. One
I don't-
person. I think it was
think-
Jericho is the only one that's been in his
Yeah.
office. Okay, so as you guys walk in, it's just your simple office. There's a 2 benches on the side, big enough for 2 people to sit on each side. There's a chair in front of his desk, and then there's just your basic normal desk. It's got quill and ink
I'll
on
look
it
around
with some
for like,
paper.
a bedroom door or something in here.
No, there doesn't seem to be a bedroom
It's,
door or
it's
anything.
a silo. It's look up, see if there's anything up.
Yeah, look up.
It's just all the way to the ceiling. You can see all the way up to the top. It's just a silo.
Does he have a bed on the ceiling?
Does he have a rug?
No. Yeah, there is a rug underneath
I'm
the
gonna look
desk.
up the rug. I'm gonna look up the
It's
rug
underneath the
thing under.
desk. It's underneath the
Oh.
desk. You can lift up the end that's like off at the edge of the desk,
Let's
but it's
do
only
that
about
then.
2 feet of rug. You lift it up, it's just floor. It's just the same floor as you see underneath. But there's the majority of the rug is under the desk. It's like if you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's centered. The desk is centered on the rug. Let's put it that way.
This is where he came out in the morning when he criticized us for doing our job right.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
He's told you
Okay,
that you
Went
could.
back inside.
So he must
He's
be
told you.
sleeping in here somewhere.
He told you guys you could find him here.
Yeah.
You probably left
I
inside
check
the
around.
tunnel.
I'm gonna roll an investigation, look at his desk, and see if there's any like possible
Yeah,
secret compartments
sure.
or anything like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, no problem, Sue. You're good. You're just freaking out Ribdale right now in the corner. You immediately walk over to the desk, Nessus,
Nice.
and you get a strong presence. You kind of do you have a holy symbol to Zella?
I have a holy symbol of Zella, of course. Yeah.
Okay. As you do, you kind of feel that normal like comfort.
My evil senses are tingling.
Yeah, you get
as
that evil
I
thing.
speak
Yeah,
out.
and you immediately are you notice a specific drawer with a lock on it. Most of them have locked. The 2 ones on the top, there's 4 drawers total. The 2 at the top don't have locks, and then the 2 at the bottom do. The one on the right, you get a strong feeling about it, and you also get a strong feeling that there is a presence of Zella close by. You feel her. You feel the presence of Zella near you.
Okay.
You can't tell if it's coming from the drawer or it's coming from just around the desk, like this desk itself. Or his
Is there any
chair even.
markings on the drawers themselves on desk?
No, just some intricate locks. You search around the desk. You look underneath. With your check being a nat 20, you look kind of underneath. You see a piece of paper underneath.
Ooh, I pick up the paper.
Like kind of tucked into the edge of the desk. You slide it out and unfold it. As you do, it's just a message saying, "We need more supplies." Signed with a language you can't really read.
You said there was a lamp or something that was.
Yeah, there's an oil lamp sitting on his desk for sure.
I put the letter in front of the oil lamp and see if any like secret message appears from it.
Okay, you don't have to roll for this. It's pretty easy to check that for the most part. It doesn't appear to be any type of letter or a secret message. It just says we need more supplies, and it has looks like someone signed their name, but you can't read the name. It looks like it's in a
Alright.
weird language, a very strange language.
Can I look at that?
All right. I will get some water off my actual flask and like put some of my finger and slightly run it across the actual letter. See if that will make anything appear.
Now, since
Huh.
if you're looking for invisible ink, usually heat does it.
Yeah, but some of it can be water activated too.
That's true.
Yeah, as you get some water on your finger and you rub it across the letters that are on there just start to smudge a little bit, and the paper gets wet.
Well, I wasn't running over that. I was running like below the message. And
Oh, okay.
see, maybe-
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be. It doesn't seem to have an effect. It makes the paper a little wet. Yeah.
All right, then I fold it back up and tuck it back where it originally was, and then I'm going to see if I can. I do look at Tack and Duncan. I said there is a great evil of my goddess in here within this desk somehow. I have a feeling
Within this desk, she's
either-
in this desk.
somehow
Fucking child.
there's something. There's a great presence in this something in this desk. And I would either A, evil magical
What
object.
languages do you speak? I should ask technically.
Draconic, Common, and that's all I was able to
Okay,
learn.
for sure.
I speak
Either A,
Dwarven.
there's something, either a spiritual, cursed. He goes on like this long, horrific list
Yeah.
of things that could possibly be in here.
Okay, let's open the drawer then.
All right,
So
exactly.
lost.
So
All right.
Let me ask what Rivdal wants to do first, as you're up in the attic, bud.
Everyone just ignore Rivdale.
Well, I can't open anything, and I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna head back downstairs.
All right.
You should-
You climb down. You kind of hang down by your feet again, and just do a. You drop, and as you drop, you rotate your body and land on your feet really lightly, and then you jump over the railing and land on the staircase down below, and just kind of like fleet-footed out of the house, I suppose. Or are you gonna search the house?
I'm gonna
downstairs?
look around the house a little bit more.
Okay, fair, sure.
Am I the only one left in the house?
Yeah,
No.
you'd be downstairs basically at this point now. You're
Okay.
still in the house. We're on the house map.
Yeah, Soup is there as well, but he's not.
Yeah, he's up in the attic.
Here, right here.
Yeah, he's AFK.
He's
Yeah.
really impressed with these bottles. He's like, I
Yeah.
could make some
Yeah,
really
He's
nice.
just really enthralled. So, I suppose
Trying to fill him with spit right
I'm
now.
gonna check this out eventually. I guess.
All right, for sure. I'll go ahead and just tell you right now. It's a chest. It has a lock on it, but it's open. You open it up, and there's like a tiny little key that looks like it's for the lock specifically, but the chest is just empty. Looks like a storage chest. Like it's
I'll take the key.
pretty big storage chest. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll
You,
take the
you
key
check
with-
it just to make sure you're a little worried that it's
Yeah.
not, and it definitely opens and locks this chest. You want to lock it before
Okay,
you go,
cool.
or leave it open?
I'll leave it open for now.
Alright. It's about 8 feet long and about 3 feet wide and probably about 4 feet deep. It's a
Okay.
huge chest. You can fit 4 bodies in here probably. Like you fit 4 Rivdales in here, or Rivdals at least. Maybe only 2
Alright.
Suaps.
Told you
Nice.
to fit into it.
Oh, at least double that.
All right.
I'm gonna take both the lock and the key with me.
Well, the lock is attached into the
Oh,
chest.
is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll just take the key with me.
Yeah, for sure.
Key to chest and house.
Nessus, Duncan, and Tack. What are you guys doing? Or Nessus, I
Open the
think.
drawer.
all right, I
You want me
say I'm gonna try to open it since whatever. If it's something that is imbued with evil, it won't hurt me.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm gonna see if I can actually open this. Open the drawers that I sensed the presents.
Yeah. The one on the right is the one you got the strongest feeling from.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
You
to
can't
open
really
that one,
place it. You feel like it's coming from this drawer. You definitely feel like this drawer is important, but it also feels like it's almost around you, like over you and around you in this room and under you, like everywhere. Like you feel this strong presence coming. As you pull on the drawer, it doesn't open. Obviously, it does seem to be locked. You can tell the one on the left is locked as well, and the 2 at the top are not.
All right, I want to see if I can possibly force it open then.
All right.
You
You want
borrow
to?
my lockpick set?
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
probably try that.
Yeah,
Do
I
a
also got some extra lens if you need that.
go a sleight of hand with +4. Well, you're not really proficient in lockpicking if Nessus
I'm
is doing
not.
it, so +2. Just a straight. Yeah, that works. 7. So you actually the lockpick. These aren't like well-made lockpicks. They're just your basic basic set, and you snap it off in the lock, and you can actually see that there's a piece of the lockpick still in the lock, but you can't really pull it out. It looks wedged.
Why
in
don't
there.
you try this, Tack? Because I'm not proficient in these.
Uh,
My hands are too big.
I'm amazing at lockpicks, so yeah, I'll try
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Duncan, Tack, and Nessus, go ahead and roll a perception.
19.
Tack, you get the very familiar voice of, you've heard this one before, you hear it off in the distance, "Oi! Damn it, who left my door open?"
Oh shit!
It's what's his name?
He doesn't see you guys inside right now. You can't see him from me, but you can hear his
Oh,
voice.
Don't do that.
Do you let us know, Tack?
Yeah. What's the
Oh, I
who's the
immediately
what's it?
like step back from the desk. You know, I look like I'm propped up on the wall. Like,
Yeah.
I'll make an athletics check to pull the lockpick out.
Guys, it's
Yes,
fuzz at
it's definitely an
school.
athletics. Go for it.
Nice.
21.
Yeah, you rip out the lockpick. It comes out. It's probably about a half-inch piece that got wedged in there.
I'll
Yeah,
put it in my pocket, then I'll lean up against the wall and just
Yeah.
next to it. Nessus.
Yeah, for sure.
We're all just leaning, acting as cool as we can.
Yeah, like
Alright.
cool
Feel like
cats
a
waiting
bunch
for
of
him.
cool kids.
We're all pretending to smoke.
All right, as you
And
do,
what's the smoke
Yeah,
kid?
get off my.
about 30 seconds later, you hear the familiar footsteps of like
Wait, huge.
Gustav. Yeah, he's massive. And then a little baby T-Rex walks in. No,
Oh!
Helper.
he steps in.
Oh my god, it's mine.
He steps in with his swords drawn, and they sees you guys leaning up against the wall and stuff, just kind of staring at him. And he's like, "What the hell are you doing in here when I'm not here?"
Yeah, we can find you in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
obviously
it's
I'm not
amazing.
here. I have to go check on the wall.
No,
We're
look,
waiting
you
for
told
you.
us- You
We're
told
waiting
us
for
to
you
be
here.
here.
My men found a tunnel outside the wall. I'm out there looking to see where it's
Yeah,
in the
we
bushes.
found that tunnel already too.
What are you blabbering on about?
We told you it's
told you
connected to the
about
well.
this.
It's connected to the well. We told you about this.
Yeah. Come on, don't act dumb, whatever your name is, because I don't see it. I'm bad at names.
Like, listen, Catman, and Duncan, and he looks at you, Duncan, specifically. He's like, come on, are you guys gonna help us out or not? He's like, have you been messing with my shit, have you?
No,
No.
And
I haven't touched your
Okay,
shit.
son.
we
He's
were
like-
just simply here
No-
to ask a few questions.
what do
'cause
you need? As he walks around behind his desk, he's like, can you please step on the
We
other
brought a
side of my
bag of
desk?
bones and shoes inside of our attic to the house. It looked kind of like a child, but we were too lazy to check.
You see him
Oh.
look. You see him looking over his desk. He pulls out the top drawers a little bit. He looks around. He looks at the drawers that were locked, and then he sits down in his chair and says, "Now, what'd you say about bones?"
Yeah, there's a sack of bones just inside the attic. It really stunk.
what our friend here?
A sack of bones? No one's been in that attic for years. It's
Who
just a house.
That's probably
lived
why
in
they
the
were
household?
bones.
Okay, come again, one at a time, please. I don't know what you're saying.
Who
Go,
previously lived at the house?
Oh, it's gonna be Juno.
Who is Juno?
He's a person that previously lived at the house, but that was probably about 20 years ago. No one's lived there
What
since.
was Juno like?
No one really liked Juno. He was kind of what you'd say, antisocial.
What concerns me about this is I showed him the key. You know what this a symbol is?
I'm not familiar with that symbol, no.
It's an evil god.
Thank you, Glassy Bonsai. Jesus.
Odds that I-
Glassy Bonsai for the follow. Appreciate it, bud. He
The
looks over
god
the.
of Uj-
He grabs the key from you and he's like, the god of Ujin. Who's Ujin? I'm not familiar with any of the
Ujin, I
deities.
explained the history of Ujin, and it's not really
Well-
a god to get involved with.
I don't know. I didn't make the key. I just run this town. I've only been here for the past 5-6 years running this town. They asked. I came from Echo City, just the same as you, and I got stuck here. So I don't know what to tell you about this.
Have you noticed any strange feelings in the silo, by the way?
What are you getting at?
As I,
He gives
as
you
a
like a-
paladin, I sense things that normally normal people don't, and I sense a lot of great dark happenings in this building as well.
What the fuck? Are you smoking? Are you smoking what? Shit, what's that guy's name?
So
No.
we're professionals. We don't smoke. What's his name?
Are you been smoking pie cells?
I'm a religious
It-
man. I don't believe in such
Hardcore
things.
and weed.
They're just drugs.
There's nothing
and
evil in this
alcohol.
silo. And he's like,
Are
I
you-
sleep here every night.
Have you been having nightmares?
No, sleep like a baby, except for when you guys made a ruckus last night.
I was sleeping, so I have no need of that.
Okay.
Either
We were
way,
probably saving the town last night.
the house that you've given us has, from what I can tell, probably have performed dark rituals, and I feel they're greatly connected with the silo as well. That has had dark rituals.
What do you want me to do about it? You're the ones here to save the town. I can't do everything for you. Do you
So
not
I
want
need
the
to
house?
investigate your desk.
And he kind of stands up and grabs at his like hilt of his sword. He's like, "You can back the fuck off my desk."
So this is a
Within your
crucial to the
desk, there is
investigation.
something evil that is being held in here.
And he kind of grabs his crotch and scratches at it. He's like, "Evil this. Now get the fuck out of my office if you haven't finished taking care of the bandits and you still got a contract." He pulls out the contract. You still got a deal to finish.
I will finish the deal when we kill the bandits.
or whatever the fuck they are at this point. I just want them
Right,
taken
go
care of.
I recommend not to mess with your desk with anything per se.
He looks at you
I
kind of
walk
like
out.
sarcastically and says, I'll take price into consideration.
But
Now, if-
Gunther, it's a pretty good chance that it's not bandits that's messing with your town. It's probably, I don't know, probably some sort of
Satan.
ridiculous Satan cult.
Can I
Yeah.
roll a religion? Because I've been hearing about like this ooze and stuff. Is there any way I can relate this with anything between
Yes,
you or my other gods? Do you?
not so much the ooze or anything like that. You have heard of cults of Ujin, and you've heard, especially Ujin, but you also heard of cults of Nessa that she uses through Ujin. She uses Ujin as like a tool or implement of like her work. So, in a sense, it's kind of strange because Nessa uses the god of trickery and deception to actually deceive and control. So Ujin
I tell Gunther, you're not dealing with bandits. You're dealing with cultists.
he looks at you, he's like, well, I don't give a fuck what they are. Just take care of them. How about that?
We will, but here's the thing.
What the
You
fuck
want
is
to
wrong with my
press-
door? And he gets up out of his chair. He looks, did you guys break my fucking door?
No, it was
It
unlocked.
was like that
It was
when we
It
unlocked
was
when we
like
got
that
here.
when we got here. It was like that when we got here.
Why would he need to break your door when it was unlocked?
I don't know. You guys are just standing here looking weird, leaning up against my wall,
We were
telling me I
chilling.
got bad
Let's
things
wait
in my
about
door.
chilling.
We were waiting for you to get back.
He kind of shrugs
I'm
it.
gonna leave. I'm leaving now.
Yeah, he kind
We
of
were
shrugs and
back
says,
on
all right.
relaxing.
I can't deal with this right now. I got
Alright, I
my
look
guards
at
just
Duncan
found
and
tunnels outside the walls, and you're telling me I gotta go search the well and pull up all those rocks where you guys collapsed the fucking dry well.
Nah, you just leave him
Just leave the
collapse.
dry well as it is.
Yeah,
It's a plug.
tunnel's gone.
Baddies won't get through it. Look, we already did like help your town. We closed a well that was dangerous to children,
Who cares about
and we
children?
killed a bunch of bad guys.
He
and also
walks
they
back
came
over,
back
sits
to
down
the
in his
well.
chair, kind of
Don't
shakes
walk
his
away
head a
from
little
me, I'm
bit.
talking to you.
He sits down, opens up a drawer, and pulls out this little book and just starts writing down in it a little bit.
Now, which shirt did he pull that out of?
The one of the open ones on the top,
Okay.
and just starts writing down in it. He's like, "Listen, I got a lot of work to do. I don't. I'm not trying to be a dick, but could you please just fuck off?"
Look, we're not trying to be dicks either. We're
My
trying
guy's
to
already
help
gone.
you.
My guy's
Alright, I
already.
look at
That's
Tak
fine.
and Duncan. I said, go ahead and gather everyone outside.
My guy's already
Right.
gone.
All right.
Before we
I
go,
look
I've got
at,
a question.
Yeah.
Whatever your
One
name
last
is.
question. It's Gustav, and you know that cat,
Yeah.
man.
Gary.
He's terrible
Gary
at names.
Reno.
Gustav.
Gary
He's a
Seinfeld.
lost cause.
So Gary, what work
Took
do
him
you
5
actually
years to
have
figure out
to
mine.
do here in this town?
I gotta protect the people. That's why you're here as well.
Well, we're here to protect the people. What do
You
do?
find where the bandits are hiding, and I'll come with you and cut off a few heads myself. He's
So
like,
you do your job once there's other people here to do your job for you, mostly.
Tak, watch your tongue.
Hey!
he kind of turns around in the
Hey!
chair a little bit and puts his feet up on like this little bucket behind him, and he just kind of ignores you at this point and starts filling out this book. Why don't you shut my fucking door on your way out, Catman?
All right.
Yeah, it drags on the floor as you shut. Yeah, it definitely does.
I
It's an
practically
only
look
one
at-
thing. You're welcome.
look at Gustav and I really give him a really serious talk to him. I said, look, you were dealing with something unnatural, possibly demonic, in this whole town.
This isn't my first rodeo. I'll be all right. Thank you, though.
But, you know-
Dragonborn.
So he's saying this isn't the first time he's dealt with demonic people attacking the town. Interesting.
He just said this isn't his first rodeo.
Uh-huh.
So Nassus, you're gonna have to reopen that door and then reshut it now.
Yeah, so I'll have to.
It's getting
You know, I
weaker.
could
It's getting
probably
weaker
fix
by the minute.
door.
He's like,
Open it
Is
really
the
fast.
door like curved on the outside?
no, it's just kind of bent, like bowed in the middle where you hit it with your shoulder, and it cracked a little bit, but not completely.
Oh, never mind. I was hoping like if I can just run into the on the inside, could bend it right back.
And you can always try.
No, I just give him a fair wall.
All right,
Alright.
Rivdal, what do you want to do, bud?
Rivdale's just gonna wait for everybody else to get home.
All right, Rivdal's just chilling around the
Head
house.
home as I close the door.
Rivdal,
Since
Nas.
all of his audio's messing up right now.
That's
Not
fine.
sure if we can fix it or not.
Like I said, we'll probably be doing some impromptu, a lot of these impromptus for the rest of the week or into next week too. So
Yeah.
Once we get back, we update Rivdale. And
Okay.
I said, where's Soup?
He's still upstairs looking into glass bottles.
He'll probably be distracted for hours knowing
But
him.
did you guys find
Honestly,
anything?
though, he was really enthralled. I didn't find anything. The only thing I found was a chest with the initial JJ on it.
That must be. Oh, what was the guy's name again? That was living in the house.
No clue.
Juno.
We had a guy, the original guy who lived here was named Juno, and have a feeling he's our cultist that used to live here.
Probably.
Did you guys open the JJ thing yet?
You know, he tried to open it, but he just couldn't do it. He really wanted to get back to those bottles, but we could probably give it another shot.
Yeah, let's
Knowing cultists, don't open anything. That's a fair way. Anything could be hiding in those
I'm
boxes.
already pulling out my thieves' tools. All right, let's go open that JJ.
Yeah.
I
Let's
yell
go
at
up.
Tack saying, Tack, whatever you're gonna open, there may be demons in those boxes. Be careful.
I'll pull it
let's
downstairs, we
let's
can
open
open
it
it outside.
downstairs.
Yeah.
All right.
Bring
Let's
him
open it.
downstairs at least, I yell out.
We're opening in front of the fireplace like Christmas.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll
Sounds
do
like
that.
fun.
We'll open them in front of the fireplace.
Take
Alright.
pictures.
Fair enough. You guys all walk upstairs. At this point, I'll allow you guys to like kind of just give a shout up to who's Spike.
Hey,
It
Bean.
must be
I don't know.
Bean. It's Bean. Yeah.
It's Bean!
Yo! I was down in game chat.
People,
So
Bean boy,
I
the
offer
neighborhood.
to help bring down as they're like pulling the chest down from the that guy
You
who
guys
was
can have.
drunk.
We'll go ahead and say a Suap can lower down the chest for you. You guys yell up to them. He was like, "What? I was sleeping." Well, only with a southern
like
accent.
that.
Yeah, with a southern
with-
accent.
And with every chest, I'm
from the
going to be
south.
investigating them to see if there's any markings, anything that's strange, or if I feel anything strange on these boxes as they're bringing these down.
Meanwhile, we're dragging it in front of the fireplace, lighting the fireplace, and getting ready to open
You
it.
get about 3 boxes. The
I'm in
one
my PJs.
counting the chest with the JJ on it. He says nothing else up here but bottles, and those are mine.
Go, you can keep them.
Alright,
Good
I'm
job.
gonna. I say before we open these, let me investigate them just in case there's nothing like freak fucked up in here.
Rivdale, why does he like those bottles so much?
I have no clue. Maybe he's never had bottles before.
All right, you guys take him back downstairs and set them all. The crates themselves look like nailed shut, but they don't look like very strong wood.
Those are my 3 rules for any like religious symbols, anything that looks weird. If I sense
Okay,
anything on these boxes.
I'll allow the 19. That'll be the chest, obviously, because that's the one you're most concerned with. You don't seem to notice anything inherently bad or religious or anything about it. It's a pretty basic footlocker. It just has JJ inscribed on it. But you look like you kind of like pick at the J's a little bit, and you notice that like in the center there was like at maybe one time there might have been like the engraving might have been covered with like a piece of metal, like an actual name tag, and then someone just went back and carved JJ into it. Like there might have been tacks or someone nailed a name tag on here before and then they ripped it off. But yeah, it's locked, but nothing inherently bad about any of the crates at all.
Yeah,
And Nessa says, everything's safe for now. If you see anything that I need to look at, just hand it over, and I'll do my very best to see what I can find out. So go ahead, open
Is
them
the
up,
lock
children.
is the lock on the outside of this chest?
Yes, this one is actually
Okay.
like a padlock kind of lock, where it's just kind of.
I'm gonna use athletics to just bash it open.
All right, what do? You use your glaive?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the handle to like
All right,
try to bash the lock.
you
off.
hit it, and the lock just pops right open. Yeah.
There you go. Let's open it up.
As you open it up, Duncan, you get this weird, nasty smell again. You can't really make it out what it is. It kind of smells like something that has gone bad or sour. You open it up. You see it.
Not another.
You
This
see
is
a
probably where
collection.
they kept the milk for the milk bottles.
You see a collection of like jars in there in one corner. You see a couple bound books, notebooks, kind of deal. And you see some clothes in the center. A quill, an ink. Next to the books, a quill and a little ink pot that looks to be like completely evaporated at this point. Yeah, that's about all you see initially.
I'm gonna make an investigation check.
Yeah, go for it.
I got a 7.
You grab the books up and out of the chest. They're not like they're
you have a look at these Nessus.
they're wrapped in what looks to be like some leather straps, but they're not like. There's 2 of them specifically.
I give the
They're
books
they're made
Nessus.
of a very strange leather though.
I sit in my chair because this couch is practically big enough for me.
Oh yeah.
Take up the whole thing. I say, "What is it, my child?"
It's a bit offensive to you because it's made out of dragon skin. But
Nah, it's nothing. Nice.
it's not. It's a
So he
Ikea.
hands me this book.
2 of them, yeah, wrapped together with a leather band.
I do an arcane check or anything magical in these books.
Go for it.
Can I do a
Figure out which, so there's an arcane, and then I know there's like a different type of magic.
Can I assist with that?
We've been doing a lot of Archon checks. Probably not. At this
Oh,
point,
wrong ones.
yeah, there
There
we
you
go.
go.
Yeah, you don't seem to be able to make out anything particularly like important about these magically. There doesn't seem to be anything inherently magic about
All
them.
right, I start opening up and running and skimming through the books. Then
Yeah, as you open them up, the first one you open up is completely empty. The pages are kind of just like dry rotted and look like they've been chewed on, maybe by like a mouse or something. But
damn rats.
it's completely empty. The second one you open up, and you immediately recognize this as like looks to be a diary of some sort.
Read through
What's
it.
the, what's
Mhm.
the latest entry say?
Yeah, you really
Yeah,
have
I
to.
looked at the latest entry before I begin the first page.
Okay, so you flip all the way until you get to the very end. It's only got probably about maybe like 20 pages that are filled out in it. You get about to the 20th page, and then it ends abruptly. The latest entry says, I'm not going to use a date because I don't really got a calendar or a type of date worked out. Let's just say, for posterity's sake, it says
Oh,
like,
you're fine.
we'll say summer solstice, for instance. Into summer solstice, the crops didn't come in very good again this year. Everyone's really hungry. I'm thinking about leaving town. I just don't like all the people here. No one likes me, and I don't like all the people. And then you just say, and it just kind of abruptly ends like someone's knocking on the door. And then it just kind of ends there.
All right, so I'm just gonna do a brief reading while they're going through all this.
Mhm.
Can I do a nature check to see what the book's bound in, like what the leather is?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm super good at nature.
It's bound in leather.
It's bound in leather.
Can I do a survival check to see what's in the jars?
Nice.
Indeed, yes, you can.
I also got an
Uh,
11.
There's some
Those are
weird
jars.
concoctions. You can tell whatever the smell is coming from those jars. There's 3 of them.
Hey, I think we should take these jars to Pycelle. He might know what's inside them.
Yeah, let's just take the chest to them, leave them all in case they don't spill all over our house.
Let's get through the other crates first before we start dividing out and
Yeah.
looking and asking people first.
Good idea.
I'm
As
gonna
I,
pop
and
up
I,
and-
as the, I go back to reading.
Is this a table to I know of? The big Indian rug?
As you grab the next one, you're like, all right, I'll open this one, Duncan says. And he kind of like grabs it. And the crate was a lot flimsier than he originally intended it to be. And he kind of like picks it up as he does. The bottom, just from me moving around, like kind of drops out. And more glass jars, but these ones have stuff in them, fall out the bottom, break through the bottom, and they land near the fireplace hearth and just bust open. And you can see some of them were empty and some of them were full of whatever this like black viscous liquid, and you can actually see what looks to be like little maggots and stuff crawling around in it.
Really?
Oh, I got the other 2 open without breaking them. This one just dry rotted, looks like.
Yeah, that one was just dry rot at the bottom of the crate. The first one you open up is the same type of shit. This thing is just have a bunch of bottles like in it, and these ones you can see has the same black viscous liquid in them, and you really
Yeah,
can't.
it's probably children body parts.
Yeah, you can't. Whatever it is, like it smells. It smells putrid as fuck though. The ones that broke all over the hearth are kind of like pushing you guys out of the room. It's pretty strong, like ammonia-ish.
So clean it up.
Yeah, clean this shit up. We
Think
use the
about the
rock.
house's resale value.
I don't think anyone's gonna buy this house anyway. Too spooky.
Well, we're getting rid of all the spooks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and assemble the skeleton we found over here on this table, so that I can try and figure out what it actually was while they're fiddling with their stuff.
That's fine. You take it and set it on the table. As you start to assemble, you realize this is not like one skeleton. This is multiple bones of multiple skeletons. So you start to get a little confused. It's gonna take you a while. This is a jigsaw of fucking bones, and some of them are broken. They just don't look like they're in very good shape. They're in very poor
I
condition.
look at Tack and I say, possibly. I look, and actually, no, I look at Liverpool and I look at her and I said, hey, if Tack's going to be attacking that skeleton, you probably are really well trained in anything that's probably off natured or bone wise.
Yeah, I could probably go give him some help with it. I'll walk over and.
Duncan, what are you doing?
I'm just clean up that nasty shit
All right.
with a broom and a pail.
It's a liquid.
You can't really find a broom in a pail.
I'll use
Immediately.
the rug.
Oh god.
This house
Alright.
has
Okay,
everything
put a
but a
blanket
broom and a
over it.
pail.
Yeah, it's a big rug. You just kind of start pulling at it. It comes up off the floor. More dust kind of goes everywhere. This house, like I said, hasn't been used in a while. As it does, you drag the rug over and just kind of lay it on top of the glass. Or how are you cleaning it up? Really, it's kind of like a
I was going to put the rug next to it and then just use like the tip of my spear just to move the goop onto the rug.
You can get the glass, a lot of the big chunks of glass onto the rug, but like the goop doesn't seem to. It's not seeming to like. You're not gonna with your glaive. It's not a tool for cleaning. Let's just put it that way. A glaive is not a cleaning tool.
We'll go find a broom in town or something.
Okay.
Doesn't appear to be any in here.
Go ahead and roll for a perception, Duncan.
Someone's got music going in the background.
It's Bean.
Oh, don't get us copyright struck.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have music.
No, it's fine. Duncan, as you walk back over, after you pulled the rug up, you notice that there is what looks to be a basement to this place, or a trap door.
Guys, I think we have a basement.
Score!
I'm opening it up. Is it unlocked?
There's a ring that you can lift up on.
Put my hand in and pull it up.
God, we're gonna have to solve
Go
the
for
ring
it.
puzzle.
You guys can roll for a nature attack and Rivdale, you roll this time for a nature with advantage because you got Tack helping you. You guys start to assemble what appears to be the bones of like a small child. You're like, it's confirmed that this person.
Do we have an idea of how many?
No, there's definitely more bones in the bag. There was a lot of bones in this bag. You guys don't get the complete skeleton, but you find what looks to be a partial like calf of a skull and like a bottom of a jaw with a few teeth left in it, and you can tell this is not like your normal.
Well, let's see how many more in the basement, guys. I say out loud to you guys in the kitchen, so you know
I
there's a
said,
basement.
if there's anything down there, don't get killed.
You can hand me the lantern so I can go down.
Yeah,
I'll
I
go
think
with ya.
Rivia has it. Rivdale has it.
Yeah, so
What
take
do I
the
have?
Lantern.
Oh, what's his name again?
Duncan, Idaho.
Soup had it
Oh,
he
yes.
was asleep.
because he took it upstairs. I left it upstairs with Soup.
Oh, we're not gonna get that lantern back then.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the attic.
We've got torches, guys.
Yeah, torches.
Yeah.
Those can blow off some spooky down there. Don't you guys hear the spooky ambient music?
I was just fiddling with loads of dead children bones. What's gonna be spookier than dead
Good
children?
point. I'm gonna light my torch and I'm gonna look down.
This
Put a
is
look down
perks
basement.
up. I don't know. I think it could probably.
Go ahead and roll a
kill you
strength check to
something.
open the. It's a big ring. It's like a big old iron ring.
Get it, Duncan.
You pull on it, and you can feel it start to give a little bit, but the door is very, very heavy. You're starting to lift it up a little bit, and then it kind of like sinks back into the floor a little bit. You almost got it up. It's not
We'll
locked.
try again.
It doesn't appear to be locked.
Duncan.
Yeah. You start to lift it again. It's just too heavy. You might need someone to help
Yeah.
you.
Nessus, help me out with this for a second.
Before I do that, what do I get from my books after perusing through this?
After perusing them, it looks to be a diary of Juno. Juno Jun. His name's Juno Jun, and he appears to be just like a local, like maybe he farmed the area for a while, like outside the town. Maybe he seems to talk a lot about the harvests and crops coming in and people being hungry. And him getting hungry himself and not being able to get enough food for this town, and it feels like the town's cursed almost.
Any mention of children or a wife?
Nothing. He just talks a lot about harvesting and stuff like that, he seems progressively his mood deteriorates. Like from the first entry to the last, his mood progressively deteriorates worse and worse and worse until you get to that last entry.
Any
I
mention of a
soon
bag
closed the
filled with
book
children?
and said, "There's nothing in here telling of a wife or children. All that is this town is getting worse and worse." I walk over and I use my amazing man strength
All right,
to pull it up.
go ahead and both you roll a strength check. Let's see how that goes.
Soup says he's back. We can't hear nothing though, Soup.
I haven't said anything.
Oh, cool.
Okay. When they lift it up, I'll put my knife under it so it stays up at least a little bit.
I'll bring Soup back into the
Nice.
house. You
Yeah,
guys, yeah.
lantern.
As you lift it up, it is extremely heavy. You both make a lot more headway at lifting this heavy ass door. It's probably about 4 inches thick, and there looks like to be like small, I guess what you'd be like panels of rock, like sheetrock that are like attached to the bottom of the door. That's probably what's making it so heavy. You don't know how one person would have ever lifted this by themselves.
I yell out to Suap and ask him to quickly come over here and help us push it up.
I'm pretending to help, but I'm not actually putting any strength in.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm rolling like shit today.
Do the athletics check, not the strength save. It's
Yeah,
under.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That's better.
That's
Yeah.
not better.
As Suap comes down the stairs carrying a crate of these glass bottles, like one under each arm, he sets them down by the edge of the stairs. You were really into the glass bottles, Suap, for a while.
Yeah. You've been
And
staring at this all the
he
time.
comes
Yeah, they're
over.
hand blown. They're beautiful.
What type of
hell
weapon?
yeah.
What type of weapon do you have, Suap?
I have a great axe.
Perfect. I picked the right character class for the character model. You come over and you hook your axe under, and you kind of use it as a handle as you get it underneath the door where they've lifted it already, and you pull it up. And as you do, I'm going to need Rivdal, or not Rivdal, but Nessus and Duncan to go ahead and make a dex save.
Well, wouldn't we be behind the door, like pulling on the handle, the little metal ring?
You didn't really
It
tell
was,
me.
uh,
You didn't really tell me at this point, so we're gonna just go with where.
I was at the opening pretending to help open it, but I wasn't actually like doing it.
I was like, we're not going to kind of like we're like he said there's a ring there. That's what we were grabbing on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure which side it would be on or how the ring's oriented.
Well, you wouldn't be able to really, how I imagine it, you wouldn't really be able to pull the ring up unless you were standing in front of the closest side to the ring, if you know what I'm saying. The size of the door being as it is, like if you were trying to get on the other side, you'd have to reach 6 feet across over the door, grab the ring, and pull it up. And being as heavy as it wasn't really. Dex save from. Oh, you both rolled a dex. Okay, yeah, I got you. You each take 5 pierce damage from a bolt or some type of instrument that flies out. As it does, you hear some stuff stick in the couch behind you. You're both standing on this side. I'll draw the door so you guys can get a little more. The door under the rug would be like this right here, kind of deal, where the ring is on this side right here. As you lift it up, both Nessus and Suap take about 5 piercing damage. You get these little, you see these little black arrows sticking in you, or little black bolts. As they hit you, and they hit the couch behind you, and you can hear a couple like hit the roof. Probably about 20 of these things come flying up out of there. As they hit you, you initially notice a tingling feeling, and then you notice the bolts just kind of disappear into like this black vapor. Nessus, you take half damage.
Oh, okay.
But as you guys you guys get it open now. As Suop comes down, hooks it with his axe, you guys definitely are able to open it. No issues. It looks pitch black down in there. You can see a mechanism on the underside of the door. What shot you guys? It wasn't like someone shot you. There's a little like, it was trapped right here, with like a little arrows that shot out as the door opened completely. Like the strings pulled on it and it just let go.
How much health does a minor health potion heal?
2d4 plus 2.
I don't drink a minor health potion.
Now I'm gonna do a lay on hands on me.
Okay, go for it.
That goes, I think it's
I
like
held back.
5 points. That's like 5 points, right? Back to me.
Yeah, you have 5 total points for lay on hands. Yeah,
I heal back to max health.
and you only lost a 2. I guess it would be because
Yeah.
you rounded down. So you only have to use 2 of your lay on hands points. You guys open the door. As you guys look down, you guys can see down in there, and it's pitch black. Even the people with dark vision, you guys see what looks to be a staircase, a wooden staircase, and you can't see anything. It looks pretty fucking deep.
I hold my hand out and say, "Sup, you have my lantern. Let me see it."
Do you guys want me to go? I might be the lightest out of the group. I could go
Sounds
first.
good. Go for it.
We're
Okay.
gonna be
Yeah,
let's
blind
go.
though. If you want to take the blunt of whatever comes out,
Yeah, I'm the group leader,
Leader.
and shield,
Yeah.
so I'll tank it if I need to, guys. It's okay. Don't worry about me.
you have dark vision, right, Cat?
Yeah, I can see all of the dark.
You can see all of the dark.
Okay.
It's true.
Well, then here you go, Tack. Have the lamp.
I don't
We'll
need a
follow
lamp.
you.
I've got
I'll
dark
be
vision.
right behind you.
I don't need your pity lamp.
All right. I turn it off. Go forth.
Hey, I start walking down the stairs.
Quick, close it, close it, close it.
You just hear this big, loud thundering. Are you guys closing it for
Hey.
real? But
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I'll put them down there. I
I'm
will.
tempted.
As you go down, go ahead and roll a perception.
All of us, or just
Just tack.
Can I follow attack down?
Yeah, you can be right behind him.
Yeah, we're all. I'm right behind Tack.
Yeah, I'm following Nessus since
I will go
he has
last.
a lamp.
And I'd like
Come
to
on,
stealth
brave
behind
friends.
them.
I'll come wherever.
Tack. You don't see anything up ahead as you go down a couple stairs. The stairs seem pretty firm, actually, surprisingly enough. From what you can tell, the first couple stairs you go down seem to be
I
made
start
of.
hopping on one.
Yeah, it seems to hold you really well. Like it doesn't seem to give
They're
at all. It's
good.
like the first 3, as far as you can tell, are good. It's about as far as you made it down, but you keep going. I suppose
Very good.
you kind of put your foot. You're a little nervous. You put your foot on each one as you go down deeper and deeper. The staircase, after about 20 feet, comes to a wall and takes a turn to the left.
Hey, I let everyone know that it comes to a wall and turns to the left.
Alright, we
Also,
got-
I hear babies screaming and creepy music.
Yeah, you guys definitely starting to
That's
hear
probably
some.
nothing. It's probably
The deeper
wind
you get, the
going
the
lights.
more sounds you hear coming from down the bottom.
I say, Tag, dim down that lamp right now.
I don't have the lamp.
Oh well, so I thought you. I handed
can
you
see
the
it
lamp.
with
You
it
in
on
the
it.
front.
You have it.
I don't have it. I said I had
All
dark
right,
vision.
fine. I dimmed down the lamp and I said, "No one make a sound."
What?
What kind of sounds are we hearing?
You're hearing a lot of like a whispering type, and then like almost kids' voices. You can't really make out what they're saying.
Kids.
I'm making a stealth going down the stairs.
Tack and
I got 21.
Tack and Duncan, you can't really stealth going down these stairs due to
Well,
the
I'm trying
fact.
not to make creaky sounds.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fine. I'll accept that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to stealth just because of the narrow passageway. You guys hear like whispering. You and Duncan Tack are familiar with this sound, and Rivdal especially. You've heard this before when the wind blew in over the town, kind
Hey,
of.
guys.
So be careful for those spirits.
Yeah, there might be.
Raises,
Yeah.
Nessa's raising an eyebrow.
Are you gonna go down the second set of?
Look, we've got cloaks and literally cloaks and daggers from these ghosts we killed yesterday night.
Are you going
Right.
down the second second flight, Tack?
Yeah, I'm still
Alright.
going.
All right, you head down the second flight. Looks like about another 20-foot flight of stairs.
Guys,
Who's
it's
next?
safe.
Who's next? I'm gonna put
40
you guys in
feet
order
away.
so I can tell.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
in the back.
I went right behind Tack, so
Okay.
I'm gonna stand next
Nessus was next. Who's behind Nexus?
with a lamp.
I am.
All right, and
Well, I
then
dimmed it down just a little bit, so.
Rivdal, you're in the back.
I'm lost.
Okay, so Soup, are you fourth? Did you go down?
Yep, that sounds fine.
All right, cool. You guys
So-
kind of go down. As Tack steps to go down the next flight of stairs, Nessus, go ahead and roll a. Actually, I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Oh, fine.
Fine.
Justice attacks me.
You might get to roll here in a second. Yeah, you just follow Tack down. It seems to be fine. you notice the walls themselves are what appear to be painted black, and you take. Does any of you want to touch the walls?
No.
Don't touch the walls.
Fair enough. Yeah, you follow
I
Tack
think I
down.
know some of those jars. They're black paint or ghosts.
As you guys go down, Duncan.
I like how it looks like we're conga lines. in
Yeah,
our
right.
house.
You guys are conga lining through your house. Duncan, you step on the platform about 20 feet down, following Nessus. You're good to go. You're noticing the whispers a little louder now as you get farther down. You guys keep going down, I suppose. I'm just gonna let you guys go until you guys tell me to stop.
Can I whisper to Duncan?
Yeah.
Psst, psst.
Huh?
Y'all killed ghosts that were wearing real cloaks and knives?
Yeah,
Why?
because they deserve to die.
Well, why do they got real cloaks and knives?
Because there's like an evil priest or something summoning them.
But they're ghosts.
Soup.
I don't know.
Soup.
I'm not a priest.
I might need you to roll. No, you hit that landing, and it creaks really loud, like as you're whispering to Duncan in front of you, and then you head down the other side of the stairs. Rivdal, you're good.
Do I sense like
Am I stealth
have
by
like
Do you want to use
my-
Divine Sense?
pretty much? I'm having my divine sense going crazy in this area.
But I mean, like you're gonna use one of your 60-foot Divine Sense.
Yeah.
You immediately are aware of the presence of your deity, the presence of Zella.
Yes, I think
She
Bruce
is
house
near. That only goes about 60 feet, so you're assuming you get the presence about 60 feet down. You feel the presence of Zella, but it's not necessarily her in particular. You just feel a strong draw towards.
Whatever is down here has a strong connection with my ideals, my ideology.
Go ahead and roll a religion real quick for me.
Okay.
No problem, Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. You just get that strong feeling of Nessus is down from you.
Yeah.
She feels about literally almost exactly 60 feet down from you. Soup or Tack, you reach the bottom, the next flight of stairs down. But he can't hear anything right now, so he's dead. He gets killed immediately.
Oh, not again.
Rip. Rest in pepperonis.
Rip it, pepperoni and peas.
You reach the next.
R.I.P. in peace.
Yeah.
I say that all the time.
Tack. Hey, Tack.
Tech won't be a B.
You can see the background filling with the shelf.
You reach the next platform down, about 20 feet down, Tack.
Yeah.
And everything seems good so far. Same routine. Another flight of stairs going left again. It's just like it's almost like a. It's just a
So
square.
everything's a-okay.
So far, you've gone 40 feet down. You got another flight of stairs about 20 feet down.
Hey guys, well,
You've heard a lot of
overall-
whispering and a lot of just blatant talking so far. You guys haven't been the quietest.
I say shh, quiet.
I'm gonna tap Duncan on the shoulder again.
Okay.
Hey, were them ghosts naked under them cloaks?
Yes.
Oh, so it's a propriety thing. They didn't want somebody to see their ghost dicks and such?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. All right,
I
cool.
look over and say shh,
I love
quiet.
it.
I look back. Hey, you guys talk about ghost dicks?
Yeah, I'm talking about ghost dicks. It seems strange that they would
Tack,
have physical
did you
cloaks.
keep walking
Brought
down?
up Yeah, I'm still walking
Okay.
down.
Nessus, I need you to roll a. I'm gonna say athletics or acrobatics. Obviously, you're probably gonna want to go athletics.
Bro!
You immediately feel the floor give from
I'm back.
underneath you. As you do, it kind of is like on a spring mechanism. The floor gives out, and you fall into a chute. Land on your butt onto like some bricks and start sliding. It's at a very steep incline. As you guys see this in front of you, Duncan, as this happens, it happens so fast, and the floor flips up and fills the place where she just was. Totally
I hope
fucking,
this is a-
Totally,
Fun shoot like in the Goonies. Not
Yeah,
bad.
totally
shoot
Scooby
like
Doo
Agent
style.
Holmes.
Reflex to
That's your
grabber.
phone. Sorry.
You weren't really ready for it. Like,
Yeah.
you can, I'll allow it, but at disadvantage.
Okay, I got a 12.
Yeah, it's not gonna. It's just it would have had him a really high roll to like really react in time. As soon as she stepped down on that platform, it gave way and just kind of was like flip flat, like she just went through a trash chute or something.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna have to finish this talk about ghost dicks some other time.
Alright, be right back. You
No
guys
problem.
have fun with your spooky
Alright.
adventure. It will be quick. I just need to get the cat.
Duncan, how do you want to proceed? Tack, you see this too. You turn around and see that your paladin Nessus has been.
Can I check for traps?
We all have to go in this hole now, right?
You can check for traps. Go ahead and.
What do you want me to do? In perception?
Yeah. Oh no, investigation. I'm sorry.
Investigation?
My bad.
15.
It worked out better. You can definitely tell that the floor is a giveaway floor. Tack, you can tell that it's spring. It's on a spring mechanism, and that you walked across it and there was no give whatsoever. So you're wondering if this is not being as is. You work with a lot of traps. Being a rogue, you can tell that this is weight.
All right, everyone needs to stand on this thing at once.
It's loaded for weight.
Because it's probably weight loaded.
Is there anything like on the wall that could tie a rope to?
If only we had that big beam down here.
I mean, I have like 50-foot hemp rope.
Are the stones like huge stone, like blocks of stone?
No, you guys aren't walking on stone. All this is wood. The stairs are wood. The walls are stone though.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, they're kind of what would look like big sandstone. If you see the outside of the house that you're in right now, kind of like that, only jet black. And it looks
Maybe
like the
somebody
walls are
could-
crawling almost. They're not crawling, but maybe like running with liquid.
Oh,
Duncan?
maybe that's not the best. I was gonna say somebody could maybe put a piton in between the stones and hook a line to that.
Does anyone have a piton?
Does anybody have a dungeoneering pack? Maybe.
I have a crouton.
Let's use a crouton, guys. Who all has croutons?
I have an
Duncan,
explorer's kit.
Does that
Duncan,
have?
why don't we try and get the thing open and then you wedge it open with your spear? Because you still got your scythe you can use, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, we should try and wedge it open. So if
Right
we
about
need-
this time, you guys hear what appears to be let's just use this for now, but it's more of like a shriek, a shrill screech from way down below the staircase. That was just a
Oh, that'd
dragon,
be Nessus's roar.
right?
that was
That-
but it's
Little
a chill,
screech.
kind of like a banshee screech.
Like a banshee screech, yeah.
Okay, so high pitched and. Guys, I think
So-
we gotta get going.
Yeah.
We gotta go rescue our friend.
yeah, we gotta go
Yeah.
down this hole.
So hashtag YOLO. Go.
Go
Yeah.
for it. Go for it.
All right, everybody. I'll
What are you
make
guys
sure-
doing?
We're going
I'm
down.
gonna,
Down
I'm
what?
gonna have them all stand on it and try and keep it wedged open, and I'm gonna drop in last.
All right, who's doing what though specifically?
I'm just gonna grab tack and I'm just gonna jump onto it.
To grab tack, you're gonna have to step onto it yourself to get across. It's a good
Hey
like.
tack, step on this for a second so I can grab you and jump on it.
No,
Don't you want to go down the hole with find Nessus?
I'm so frail. I need to be the last one. I'm frail. I'm an old tabaxi.
He's got cat bones.
Just climb
Yeah.
my back and I'll hop on it.
All right,
yeah,
can I
wait.
ride? Can I ride you like a toboggan?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm up for it. Let's do this.
All right,
He's gonna
Duncan.
get on my back, and then we're gonna walk on it after
Alright.
he's on my back.
All right, for him to get on your back, you're gonna have to step on the platform to get over
Well,
to
I'm
him.
just gonna move out of the way and let him go towards me. He's coming
Alright.
to me.
All right, you can come across as you walk across the floor, Tack. You get across to the other side where Duncan is.
Okay, I'm just standing on the platform. All right,
Okay.
Duncan, you lay on your belly, and I'll stand over top of you, and then we'll just go down that like that.
I'm just gonna step on the platform now.
All right, you step on the platform as well.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
You guys are just standing there looking at each other.
Okay,
Properly.
well, it's not
Alright.
gonna activate again. Let's go down the stairs.
All right, no, we have to get this thing open. We'll need soup. You lay on your belly.
Sure, why not?
Do you want to approach Soup? You see these guys standing on the platform that Nessus just disappeared down.
Rivdal, be ready to hop in here if it opens with Lacroix.
So y'all, we going down to save Nessus?
That's what we're trying to activate this slide.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick out my crowbar here and get it ready if I need it. To maybe grab onto the sides of the thing to maybe slow myself down
All right, fair
as
enough.
I'm falling down the thing.
All right.
All right. I do that and get onto the thing with him.
All right, you
Does
jump onto the
Rivdal
platform?
wanna come with us, or is he gonna?
Yeah, what are you going to do, Rivdal?
I'm going to hold my action until it opens, and then you guys remember the scene in The Lord of the Rings when sliding down the monster after killing it?
Yeah.
That's what my character's going to try to do once the thing opens.
All right, fair
So
enough.
you're gonna try and slide down here on your feet.
Yes.
Cool.
Or on a shield?
Just on
You
my-
guys, as you step onto it, Soup, you hear, and it doesn't open.
Oh fuck.
All right, everyone stand on and hop up and down.
Well, let's just go down the stairs. Maybe she's at the bottom, or he's at the bottom. Excuse me.
How big is Nessus?
You're actually probably bigger than she is. She's a dragonborn.
Huh.
She's a pretty good, or I keep saying she. He's a pretty
Yeah,
good size. But collectively, you guys know you're over. You at this point, you've reached and surpassed,
Well,
far
alright,
surpassed
a
her.
one-time activation. Let's just walk down the
I
stairs.
start jumping
Well,
up
I'm
and
gonna
down
take
on
my
it.
crowbar and stick it into the seam of the thing that moved and try and pry it open.
Yeah, you jam your crowbar in there. You can see the crack. Like now, it's visible. As you do, you start prying it open, and you see Tack starting to jump, and it starts to creak some more. It's as he's jumping, and then you hear the crowbar. It seems like it's like locked on something, like wedged. You guys can notice, like as you're doing this, the platform is starting to teeter-totter a little bit back and forth.
I'm gonna jump as well.
All right,
Yeah.
absolutely. As you do, you immediately the platform. You hear this loud snapping sound, and it sounds like rocks falling. The platform opens up; it just falls through. As it does, it kind of parts of it break. You see wood falling down below you. You guys land about 4 feet down on a steep ass, like probably like I don't know, 80-degree angle, and you just start sliding down what seems to be rock.
Sounds good to me.
Rivdal, what do you want to do? You were held in your action.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. So, well, there's
All right.
that.
You jump down and behind them, but
Yep.
you weren't prepared for the first 4 feet.
Right.
You thought it was just going to be like a slide kind of deal, which it is after 4 feet. But the first 4
Right.
feet caught you off ground, and you kind of slide, and it's kind of so steep and at such an angle that you go off your feet and land on your butt as well. And you guys slide, and you guys all go down. You're kind of the first 3 are kind of entangled with each other, and you guys land in the bottom of this deep pit right beside Nessus. She's kind of got up and is standing on the other side of the room. It's about a 10 by 10 room, and you guys land in a pile of looks to be parts of just different creatures, animals. You see arms and limbs. It's dark in there. I would say Suap, you don't see this, but you feel the wetness and you smell it immediately, instantly. You smell it. Duncan, are you human?
Yeah.
Pitch black for you as well. You guys' torches have went out as through the slide. You slid
We have a
probably.
lantern.
Yeah, it's gone and smashed as you're on your way sliding down. It didn't really. It was you guys were tumbling down, the ones that were in the first 3. And Tack, honestly, I'm gonna need. Let's see here. I know what
Well,
I'll
he was
do.
riding me like a. He was riding me like. A
He was,
toboggan.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Tack, you take the least of the blunt damage, but as Rivdal comes down, it just
I'm
kind
going
of
to pull
piles in.
split mail, by the way.
Yeah, you guys just kind of all tumble in on one another. No one gets hurt, but you guys don't land comfortably. You land uncomfortably and kind of get like you sprain yourself a little bit. But whoever's human or doesn't have dark vision, you're just standing in black and you can feel the wetness and like the chunks all around you. And the people that can see in the dark down here, you guys notice that this room is filled probably about 6 feet high in some places, maybe even higher in the corners, of just different body parts, rotten flesh. You see different scales of like different creatures. You see.
I'll use my tinderbox to light my torches because I have an explorer's kit.
Yeah, absolutely. You
everyone who can't see, I'm gonna explore in great detail how horrible this room is.
Go for it. Go for
Yeah.
it. And as great as detail, it's exactly how you think it is. There's blood all over the walls. The floor is literally like filled up with like 6 inches of just straight like what you consider like coagulated blood and juices.
This place is great.
Yeah.
So, as Tack is describing it, Suap gets real fucking excited, and he starts like digging around in the sludge and shit for bones.
Okay.
Because I have this thing called Cunning Artisan where I can make things out of bones and shit.
All right.
should
Yeah,
make
you
some
definitely
kind
find
of
bones.
bones.
You don't have to roll for it. You dig for maybe like
Everywhere.
maybe like 4 seconds, and you already pulled out a bone. Part of it you can't see it, but part of it has you guys see it. Whoever has dark vision, you see Suat pull this. It looks to be like a radial bone out with part of like a hand that has missing fingers on it. And he kind of waves it around a little bit. And you just see his flopping
this is
hand.
great, y'all. Y'all want some of this?
I'm gonna aim my torch at it so I can see it.
As he brings the torch around,
Okay,
you see
cool.
what you have in your hand, Soup. It's definitely a bone, and then you see like the
nice.
rotted hand at the end. It looks like to be like a well, you can't tell. It looks to be humanoid, though. It's
Perfect.
All right, I'm back. So what's going on?
We're
You
in
guys-
the blood pit.
you guys are in a pit of body parts, blood. It's
Oh,
about
so I see them falling down. I'm just kind of all propped up on the wall.
yeah. You're already standing up. You landed down here quite a bit before them, and you're standing over on one side of the room. You've already been aware of what you're seeing in here.
I got a torch lit.
Nice.
It's very small in here, though. You guys are cramped for sure. It's only
Is there
about
a door?
Yeah.
you guys
let's
can't.
Look around.
Yeah, you guys can't seem to make out a door as of right now.
Is it just basically a chamber? There's no way in or out other than the slide.
As far as you can tell, I mean, whoever wants to roll, you guys
Well, I
can
have a
roll.
torch lit. The area's lit up.
Yeah, you guys can
I'll do a
see.
perception check.
Yeah, you guys can see.
Yeah,
You
I'm
just
gonna
don't
look
see a
around.
door.
I
Eh.
got
Everyone,
21
everyone, roll a perception. Go for it.
Oh,
Is there anything on the ceiling?
Uh,
200.
It's only about. It's literally just a cube, a perfect cube, 10 by 10 by 10, just filled to the brim, like 6 feet worth of piled flesh in some corners. You guys can't. There's not a place to step where you're just not. Soup, you can't really see very well. You're kind of more interested in that hand that you found. Rivdal, even with your night vision, the torch kind of blinded you as you pulled it out. Duncan,
yeah.
you're just adjusting as you pulled your torch out. Tack immediately looks away from the torch, and in the corner,
Tap sees all.
you see what looks to be the only place in the room where it looks to be like there might be a crack or a crease.
Guys, I found a crack/crease.
Well,
Was it open?
let's look into
I
it.
don't know. Stronger people other than me do it.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's
I'm
try
the
to open the
leader.
crease.
It's right in the corner though.
I'll try to stick my fingers and pull at it.
It's only about half an inch wide. The crack. It was hard to see
Right.
until you got the light out.
Oh, my fingers aren't wider than half an inch.
No,
Do
fair.
do I still have my crowbar?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said
yeah,
the
absolutely.
Crocs do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's what you
shoved
do.
some.
You can help
stones
him.
in my back and stuff, and kind of clapping.
Yeah, put like 3 bones, one with a hand attached, in your bag, and then you go over there. You can roll with advantage. Go ahead and roll a strength check with advantage, because you got Duncan helping you.
God
So
damn,
20.
I
You got a
can't
20.
shit.
You got a
Oh,
20.
nice.
Yeah.
It's a 20. Yeah, yeah.
As you do, you feel it give a little bit, but then you see the other side of the room where you weren't aware before has another crack in it. As you do, the room kind of gives a little bit, and you see as you open this side of the room, it starts to close on the other side. So like almost like as this side opens a little bit, the other part of the room starts to close in a little bit. Like a diamond. It's starting to become diamond shaped now. But it's giving. It's
weird.
actually giving pretty easily. You give it a pretty good like. You put your crowbar in there, and you realize you can just push on both the walls. Like as you push both the walls, they kind of go out from one another, and the other side of the room kind of closes in. And as you do, more body parts start to gather up and pile up, and it gets harder and harder to push a little bit. And you can hear this slushing sound and this crushing of bone and parts underneath the wall.
What's beyond the doors or the walls that I?
They haven't came apart yet.
Okay.
You get a feeling that you have to completely push them open, and they're going to open into something else. But right now, you haven't reached yet. You want to keep pushing?
Let's try again. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't have to try. Like I said, they're pretty easy. It gets harder as you push harder because more body parts are getting pushed together in the back part. As you do, you guys push in, and it forms back into another cube. But this one has less parts and stuff into it. Because you guys are in another room, or even in the same room, you could almost say. Let's put it that way.
Guys, that was a weird room.
You haven't even left that room for the most part. You just kind of like push the walls out of your way.
There weren't peyote in that stew you gave us, right?
No, as far as you know.
No.
Who knows? We could all just still be in the tavern.
You guys actually
Yeah.
feel really you don't feel hungry. You actually feel really full from the stew from
We feel
earlier.
really confused.
Yeah, really confused by this room.
Let's go try the wall again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Taking
you-
us bitch-
Maybe we should check the other side.
Is the chute still there, or
There's
is
that
it
shot.
gone?
The chute is gone. It is now not visible.
And which corner was this that we were pushing on before?
You guys pushed on. I'll just use the ruler. You guys are pushing on this side here, into
Okay.
that corner. As you pushed on that corner, this wall came this way, and this wall came that way, and closed in the
Right.
room behind you. But you felt like you moved probably about 10 feet into the
Are
next.
we moving this wall?
And these
There's
walls
a
are
whole
these
room,
walls
it
are
looks
going
like.
out. As these walls are going out, they're kind of doing a curve, and they're going to go in like this.
Oh, it's like a spinning wall, sort of. I
Yeah,
guess.
but both of them are spinning as these ones behind you are spinning
So it's
behind
kinda
you.
like-
Okay, how about us two? We push this wall, while the other two push the other wall.
okay.
Or pull the other wall.
Why don't we all just push on the wall that they're trying to push open so we can get through it
That works
faster?
too. Here, let's try again.
All right, yeah. Like I said, you guys, there's less body parts in this one. You crushed a lot of them. Yeah, you guys can roll if you want, but the wall's pretty easy. You guys push through with the same type of like a veil. You get the spinning wall again on both walls. This room seems to have a lot less carnage in it, though. It's starting to clear out quite a bit. There's a few bones here and there and pieces of meat and stuff, but it doesn't have as much. You feel like you're making headway, but as far as which direction you're traveling or where you're going to, you can't really make out.
Okay.
Were you
I
all
guess we just
were you
keep
all
doing
pushing the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
We're just gonna keep going until something else happens. We're kind of stuck in a hole.
Yeah, let's just keep pushing.
Oh, there is. I look around the floors. Do I see any door possibly? Since that we cleared it up.
Yeah, you can roll perception for sure. Sorry. You don't seem to see a door. You notice that like all the walls now seem to have cracks in the corner though. Every corner has a crack in it.
What if we all push a separate corner?
That's what I
I'm
was
wondering
thinking.
too.
Let's do that.
I'll stand in the
Okay.
middle and watch.
All right, I need you guys to roll strength checks for this one.
God, here we go. Wow. That's about as good as I can get.
Um,
Roll
Spot-
athletics, guys.
some-
That would-
yeah, roll athletics. Yeah, go ahead and. Everybody at peak performance. Okay,
Wow.
as you guys do, you all push on separate walls. It's a lot harder to push now. You feel like you're pushing against each other, except for it would be. I need to roll for this real quick. Sorry, guys. Yeah, except for Duncan, yours pushes really easy, and the walls kind of spin in. You guys get the same type of thing, except for the three of you, Duncan, Nessus, and Soup. You guys do not see Rivdal anymore. Rivdal, you pushed on your wall, but your wall pushed back on you, and when you turn around, you're in a completely separate part than the rest of them. And as all of you were facing away from each other, you couldn't see this happening.
Oh fuck.
I think we need to push on Rivdal's wall
Yeah.
now, guys.
Let's go. Push on Ripdoll's wall.
Yeah, absolutely. As you guys do, Rivdal, I need you to make a strength save.
All right. My least favorite kind of save.
Roll 20. Oh.
Yeah. As you do, Rivdal, you feel this room start to move around you. You feel it start to spin and spin. You get a little confused, and you kind of try to walk. The wall is pushing you, so you try to walk away from it so you don't get crushed between them, because you can see some of the places of the wall are coming together real closely, and you don't want to get caught, obviously, between the walls. And you get pushed into another part of the room where there's a lot more carnage again. You could say, like, a lot more pieces of meat and stuff hanging, but it doesn't look like similar to the one you've been in before. And you guys push into a room that seems different than before. Doesn't have a lot of pieces of meat or anything or bones, but no Rivdall. And this the where I have you guys is not accurate by means of like.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just separating him from you guys so you know he's not with you right now in your cube.
Okay. Well, let's try pushing a random wall again.
Oh wait, guys, before we push anything, we should yell and see if Rivdall can hear us.
Rivdall!
Do I hear them? I mean, I'm gonna listen, obviously.
Yeah.
And see what can I make a perception check for all senses?
Yes, make a perception check.
Maybe I wanted to look something up real quick though.
That's fine.
So come back to me in like 30 seconds.
All right, fair enough. You guys are all shouting really loud for Rivdall, or I assume some of you are, some of you aren't. Whoever wants to. It seems to be very echoey and loud in your guys' room that you're in right now.
It's the same size as the other ones?
Yeah, they're all cubes.
Oh, let's push on another wall since we can't find them.
Does anybody have any chalk or anything like that?
No.
Not only dog meat and 50-foot hemp rope.
I'm going to use my crowbar to scratch something into the wall. Just a shape of something.
Yeah, the walls just seem to be like made of like your basic like I guess rock, like not even cobblestone, but like it's one solid stone kind of like looking rock, like but it's easy. Yeah, you can easily leave a mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an O on one, an X on one, a cross on one, and I don't know, a P on one for no reason.
There's the symbols.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
doesn't
O
look
on the northern one, X on the one to our right, with reference being the O, the top one.
Yeah. I'm just doing
Cross
northeast.
being the bottom one, and P
south.
being the left.
Okay, as far as you know, these are the cardinal. I'm sorry. I can't say it. These are cardinal directions. Yeah. And those are the oriented signals. That doesn't look creepy at all. The OXTP. You're gonna scare the shit out of Rivdall. Rivdall, you do not hear the screaming.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You do hear something though. You hear more whispering and laughter, like children laughter.
Great. I'm
Goddamn
going to
children
sit on the ground and
deserve the death.
meditate. Wait.
All right. You sit down. It's pretty goopy in here. This room is not as bad as the first one you're in, but you sit in about an inch of like blood and guts and stuff. And you just start trying to meditate. It's really hard to meditate though with the whispers and the laughter. It's faint, but it's kind of, you can tell it's mocking you a little bit.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. All right. What do you guys do now in the other room?
Push another wall.
Let's push on O.
Yeah, push an O.
Okay. You guys push on O. As you do, you get the same result. This room opens up, and you guys reach a point to where it opens up to a bigger room. This is not a square anymore. You guys come out. As you guys push out into open, the walls behind you close and seal together, almost like a giant stone door. And you guys can actually see where it says O and X on the walls that you just pushed.
That was fucking weird. Let's continue on. We'll probably find Rivdall somewhere else.
So should we sit and wait for Rivdall?
Can.
Is
I mean,
But
Rivdall-
if he's going the other way, he'll probably be up here on the other side.
The room you're in looks like there's torches and stuff on the walls. Like you can tell that there's been someone down here recently. There's like blood down here on the floors from, you would assume from like the door you just came from, but you're not sure. You look up ahead and you can see what looks to be another staircase on the right side going down, and then you see different implements on tables up ahead.
Oh, sweet, free stuff.
I'm gonna look up and see if there's what the ceiling's like.
Ceiling, there's just thousands of chandeliers, like, and they just start falling on you. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's just a stone wall above you guys.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the implements that are on the table.
Your best guess, even without even trying to roll, you would say these are probably implements of torture, being that they're covered in blood. You see some hair,
Awesome.
some hair on some of
Or
them.
dentist tools.
Yeah, they do. Like the worst dentist you've ever seen.
Are any of them like a knife?
Yeah, absolutely. There's probably
I'm
like two
gonna
or
take
three.
one of those.
Oh, okay.
I've
what
got
do
a
I get
million
as
knives
I'm
if you want one.
examining this thing?
Yes, you immediately recognize the symbol of Nessus carved into the table, and several
the
different
symbol of Nessus.
carved into the table, and then you also notice on the other side of the table a symbol of Ujin with an overlay of Nessus, which is similar to the ones you guys are seeing in town.
Zila.
Or Zila, I'm sorry, yes. I keep referring to you as the deity of darkness, or the goddess
Maybe
of
I am
darkness.
the deity of darkness. Plot twist.
Plot twist.
Can I take all these torture implements?
Yeah, there's probably about I'd say about 11 of them total. 3 knives. There looks to be like what looks to be like a shitty like hammer, like a small war hammer style looking thing that has a
I
spike on one
relay
end.
this to the group and say these are torture devices for religious rituals, and I remember a lot of this stuff. I've used it a lot.
Pliers.
Got a collar for life.
A couple what looks to be like ice picks. One of them specifically has like a lot of like dried looking blood all over the handle and stuff, and some type of claw looking like.
I would be careful with some of the tools, as I say. Some of the stuff has been imbued, possibly will be imbued with magic or curses.
I'm eyeballing the claw.
I'm gonna use these to make bone things.
I mean, if you want to go ahead and steal them, you're not going to be able to sell them anywhere. But I mean, I don't care. I have
No,
my own
I
set.
just need some tools to make shit out of.
As you pick them up, you're going through. You picked up the knife and started from one end and started picking them up. I assume, Soup.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and let Tack, if you want to pick up the claw. He can start at the other end and grab the claw.
Yeah, I'm just eyeballing that claw, going over and picking it up.
If you want to pick it up, it looks basically like a. It's got a handle. It looks like it's one of the implements that have hair on it. It looks like it's been clawing at like possibly someone's scalp or their back. It looks like a garden, like one of those garden tillers kind of deal.
Yeah.
Only a
I'm
little bit.
gonna go back to investigating the wall and see if I can push. I'm gonna try to push
Absolutely.
on the. I think it's T or F, right?
O and X is what you're able to see. T and P you don't see anymore.
Hmm.
Traditional paradox. If you're watching, wink.
Oh.
I kind of
Yeah,
say,
strength.
I think we actually lost Rivdale.
Yeah, we need to get him back somehow.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a girl.
it seems like wherever we push on these walls is the direction we go, and depending on where we go is, well, it's like a whole.
On the other side of the room from where the table is, there's another table across, or well, on the other wall from where the torture device is, close to where they are, and you can see a lot of blood on them or on it, like someone was laying there being tortured, but there's no one there now. And then there is a staircase leading down. Like I said, you can see the railing for it.
I'm gonna start going down those stairs slowly. I'm gonna investigate a little.
Did you want to
further.
push on the wall or first or?
No, all I see is O and X.
Yes.
And was Rivdale pushing on X or O or anything like that?
You guys were pushing when you guys came into here. You pushed on the corner between north and east, which would have been O and X.
But remember, when we pushed our way towards where Rivdal went, Rivdal wasn't there. So if we keep pushing on things, it might just keep moving him around. So the best thing to do might be to stay here and hope that he starts pushing his way towards us, or
That would be a good idea.
find his way out.
Well, whatever Well, this cult's obviously related with my religion greatly. So if we
As she
ever get
says, you
mixed
guys are
with
like,
that-
well, you're fucked up, man. Like, we didn't know you were into
Your
such.
religion's
Yeah.
really great.
What? I mean, you guys have been together. You already know my beliefs.
Yeah,
You
Just
do this
kind of-
kind of shit?
yeah. That
Occasional
Sometimes
meeting
Nessus
here
does
and there of the great Zila.
Well, let me ask you an important question. Do ghosts have dicks? And are they weird about them?
Oh yeah, we should get back on that dick conversation while we wait for Rivdale.
Well, that depends. Some people believe you actually do keep the whole thing. I'm gonna have
Excuse
to.
us, we're talking.
Coming from the stairs below, you hear another scream, very loud.
Practically, just before I answer the scream happens, I'm gonna have to hold that answer for you. I'm sorry, just gonna have to wait.
As you guys are
This
sitting
mystery
there,
won't be solved.
you guys immediately feel, Nessus immediately feels the presence of a great evil spirit that gives her comfort. You guys are all terrified
Can I
as shit.
identify the type of scream this is? Like, is this a banshee?
Yeah, go ahead and roll religion. Absolutely.
15.
You get the feeling this is coming from a definitely a worshiper of Nessus, possibly even like
Guys, I think I'm
a
the god of
witch,
darkness, I
a
swear.
witch, or maybe possibly like a hag of some sort, some type of like extreme worshiper to Nessus who is like devoted her entire life.
Darkness.
That being said, you guys, this is going to be our stopping point for tonight. I have
Here,
to.
let me change my name to Goddess of Darkness.
Yes.
now.
Sorry, I said Nessus again, didn't I? Zella.
Wait, you're changing gender now too? You're gonna be a goddess of darkness?
Yeah, I might as well just be a female.
Don't
dragon.
assume his gender.
You could
Yeah.
just have a side by side. Just always go for side by side. Then you can be everything.
I'm a female at night.
Nessus,
Okay.
Nessus, go ahead
She's
and
a
roll.
were female.
Go ahead and roll one last perception roll for you, and see if you can't get a little bit more information before I end the session tonight.
Okay,
With advantage, because
there we go. I'm the god of darkness.
perfect. Yeah, you definitely are aware of a
I didn't roll
voice.
anything yet.
Oh, you rolled religion. Oh shit, I thought it was okay.
There you go.
Want me
I
to roll
got that
perception?
Yeah, I might use your religion though. We'll see how it goes.
I'll roll both. You can take what you want.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Your religion, obviously, it's a 21 twice in a row. You obviously went to religion. You hear a very, very loud whispering voice to you, and you say, "Hello, my dear worshipper. You brought presents for the feast. I see. Bring them to me." And you see a dark, what could only be described as a dark light emanating from the staircase going down.
And mentally, I whisper back, "Yes, my queen."
Yes,
I
you feel like you're
have.
directly talking to your.
That's what I say in my
Yeah.
mind toward her.
Yes,
to her. I
you
say,
can tell
"Yes,
this
my
is-
Queen, I have brought you great gifts of sacrifice.
Oh, great.
You
You
do-
down the river.
You don't feel like this is particularly like being heard by any of the other ones. You can tell that she's communicating to you, and you don't think they can see the light or the darkness. I guess you could say, the emanating darkness. And you
So
guys are just standing there, listening to these banshee screams, and that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
So while Nessus is getting those duck things and stuff, I'm talking to Duncan. So if ghosts had penis, won't they like wear the dress on backwards so it won't be open in the front?
Only Nessus knows the answers if ghosts have penises. He was about to answer that, but the banshees interrupt him.
Yeah,
We will never know.
we may never know. All right, that's it.
That will be it. I gotta go.
Will Nessus betray the party? Who knows?
Tune in
Probably.
next time. If it wasn't for you damn kids, I would have got away with it too.
This whole time is just a Scooby-Doo investigation.
Yeah,
Take
Rivdale's
off
dead and
mask.
gone now, guys.
Yep.
Tack's gonna be
Probably.
our little Scooby.
Raggy.
What happened, Rivdal? That wall fucked you over, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got pushed all. You shouldn't let walls push you. Don't let walls push you around. All right.
They just
Yeah, I'm
start
never
pushing
gonna touch the
back,
wall
'cause if
again.
you're just gonna sit there, nothing's gonna happen.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
like how we're like, oh, we should just wait here for him to come here. While he's like, I should just wait here for them to come to me.
You know, when they moved towards me, it pushed me away. I'm gonna sit here and wait for them to come to me, even though that seems to be impossible.
Rivdal, you're not getting very good meditation done in this room. There's something about it. Like
Oh,
it
yeah,
might be the
and,
blood or the body parts.
I mean, you
Or the
Feng
whisper.
shui
never
is
came
all
back to
fucked
me,
up.
so I didn't get to do
Sorry.
anything.
Well, if you want to do anything, you go ahead and do something. If you want to go, I can do
All
something.
right. Well, so as I'm hearing this stuff like from before, well, I stop my meditation, and Rivdale kind of swears under breath, "For the love of Drist," and stands back up and looks around the room to see what she can see.
All right, fair enough.
Anything that might help.
Not immediately. You see cracks in every corner of the wall like normal.
Every corner. Okay.
And then you turn around from where you were meditating, and the wall behind you looks like what looks to be like something scratched into it. And then you get closer, and it looks to be a P.
Okay. Well, that's weird. Where did that come from?
Does it look like it's just freshly scratched into the wall?
It does not covered with blood like a lot of the other wall. I mean, it's covered with blood, but not the P necessarily. It looks like the P is. I guess with your perception, you would say this has probably been freshly scratched.
Okay. So I guess.
But the thing is, like, you didn't hear the wall rotate behind you, though.
Right. So what I might do then is go. So I'm kind of. Hold on a second.
No, you're.
I'm like, where am I at? I can't really see here. Okay, I'm here.
You're just in a
And so
square.
This
Yes.
wall has a P. Like this one.
Well, whichever one's behind you, as far as discerning direction is really impossible to tell.
Okay.
Like, don't look at where they're at in necessary
Right.
direction to you, because I don't
Yeah.
think that's not really going to
Yeah.
help.
None of this exists to me because I have
Exactly.
no idea about it.
I don't.
All I know
I
is
don't
that
really have a
game-
map for this.
Way it, whatever. Okay. Shit.
You didn't hear the screams either, by the way.
I guess I'll push on the wall with the P.
All right, fair enough. Give it all you got.
Right.
Are you pushing on
That-
the wall, or are you pushing on the corner?
I guess the corner.
Yeah.
So I guess I gotta pick one, don't I?
Yes. Right side of the P or left side of the P?
Meeny, miny, right side.
Fair enough.
You're
And
dead.
You're
Dad, it's still strength, right?
Yeah, it's still strength, indeed.
Great. Ripdale's gonna die down here.
You push on it, it gives way. Not super easy. You can feel like the dragging of like the sludge. You can hear the liquid and the coagulated blood kind of curling behind you. As you push into it, you push into what appears to be another room. After you get to a certain point in the midway, the walls seem to take their own initiative to finish closing in the square. You are immediately in another square, but it looks a
Yep.
lot cleaner, and this one looks more familiar to you. You feel like you were just in this square.
Okay, we're getting somewhere here.
So do our guys see the wall behind
do I
them that we
see
came out of?
The letters that I saw before.
No,
Or any other one.
you do not see the P anymore.
Okay.
And it's looking around the room. It's pretty clean. You don't see any letters.
Okay.
You don't have. You wouldn't have the necessary. You wouldn't necessarily. You're looking for letters, but you don't know what you're really looking for. You're looking for another P.
I'm basically looking for the P or anything
Yeah.
else, other carvings. I'm gonna do a 180, and I'm gonna push back against the same wall I just pushed against.
Okay.
Great.
You can't seem to push back against it. It's very resistant.
Oh man.
You can
Should I
hear
try again?
it seems like it wants to move, but then you can hear a lot of like the crunching sound and stuff. You guys can see the wall you just came through. It's completely flat though now, with just like a OX on it, and you can see the
It
crack.
doesn't look like any of the walls on our side have moved at all.
No, they have not.
Okay.
Can I try the other side of the same wall?
Yeah,
So the
the
other
opposite
corner?
side. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. You push. You give it all you got. It slowly starts to move. As it does, it opens up into a room that's unfamiliar to you. It's not a square room at all. You come into it, and you are immediately aware of other presence in the room or other people in the room.
Presents.
You've seen these before in front of the tavern. You see about 5 or 6 of them standing in a circle of some symbol on the ground with candles lit everywhere. And as the wall pushes open, you feel the wall behind you kind of finish the cycle, and you're kind of pushed out from it. And
Can I make a reflex save to go back the other way?
you can try with disadvantage. I'm going to allow you to like try to jump between the walls as they're closing, because the walls are. Yeah, you jump back through the wall. You see a slight gap as the walls are closing back around, but you realize that what you're jumping back into is the walls are spinning behind the walls. Like every wall you've spun has spun another wall and has spun another wall, and now you've got into this cycle. You have to keep moving. You move about 20 feet as the walls are kind of cycling through. It's really confusing. You kind of just have to move to where the open gaps are. You get to a point where you reach another small square like you were in before, and then you just hear this whisper in your head, "Don't try to escape. There's no escape." And you are in a room that you feel is very familiar, that you've been here before. There's body parts and stuff like that. You can't tell exactly where you're at again, but you definitely got back in the room, the square rooms.
All right. Looking for more letters.
Should we call it there?
Yeah, we should probably call it there. I gotta head out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in, whoever is watching right now. Sorry I haven't stayed with you on the stream for the most part. Random King, thanks for tuning in, man.
Woot woot.
Yeah, thanks, Random King. Yeah, you're right.
Thanks a lot. Everybody that's watching, thanks.
That happens
Cheers,
a lot
guys.
to us.
Yeah.
Man, this is a pretty spooky episode. It's not even Halloween yet.
Yeah.
It's Halloween next week, so the
Will
spooks
Rift
are
all
okay.
die? Who knows?
True then. But yeah, like, well,
He's already dead.
we can definitely do this again soon sometime. Fuck, I forgot to record this one. Are you kidding me? Of course I would have.
Oh no.
That's
It's
all right.
okay. All right, guys, start it.